Alright, hey everybody. Shack Redemption back with what I talked about last time, and that is the Indiana Pacers rebuild from 1983-84. So I'm using my scenario that I've uploaded, the roster as well as out there if you wanted to start your own thing. But it's easiest with the scenario because it also has the draft class uploaded. My plan here, well, let me first share what I've changed since last time I shared this. The main thing I've done since then, and I've done a few simulations and gone back through every single team and fixed tendencies. So guys that were either shooting too much, too less, fouling, blocking, all the main stats, went through and made those more realistic to what they did in the 83-84 season. I can't say that they'll be perfect, but they'll be certainly better than what they were. Also, if people were shooting like weird field goal percentages, like I don't know, 2K's kind of notorious for having centers that shot like 55% in real life, shoot like 39% on the game. I don't know what they do to their tendencies, but I try to fix it. It probably still won't be high enough, but it'll be better than what it was. And I did all that, so I touched some people's attributes, but didn't change anyone's overalls, so try to keep some consistency there. The other things that I've done, I'm trying to remember, is I went through, I don't know if last time I went live, all the fake people, all the people in the 90s, some of them had like multi-year contracts, so they all have 1 year now, as well as because when you're in the roster file and you're building a roster, when you add people from the free agent list, it signs them for $1.02 million, which is well above what these guys should be making in 1983-84, unless maybe you're like the best player on the team. So they all have 1 year, as well as I went through, I had to wait till I got in the season to actually edit their contracts to something lower, because when you're in the roster file, regardless of what type of roster file you're in, 1.02 is the lowest you can go. So they all have 80,000 or somewhere around there if they're fake. I didn't fix everybody. If they were low enough, I just kind of left them as they were. But I figured if they all have 1 year, that'll make it quicker to get the teams full of real people. So the quicker the fake people can get off their teams in free agency, then the more likely they are to sign real people that are a better overall than these fake people. So that's that. I don't think I added any players because I've spent so much time just working on tendencies, and most teams, well, all teams have at least 8 players, most have more, and they all have enough for a solid rotation. So I am choosing my hometown Indiana Pacers here, who are one of the teams, unfortunately, with only 8 players, but might make it kind of interesting. I was just looking through to see how I'm going to do this and thinking through it. I currently have control of all the teams. The reason that is because I spent time doing the rotations, or at least the minutes for all the teams, and I want to make the 83-84 season somewhat realistic as I simulate through. So my thought is that I'll simulate through to the trade deadline, so here to January 18th, and then at that time I will remove control of all teams except the Pacers. So then I'll just be the Pacers going forward. And I want to go to the deadline so that I have the opportunity to make some changes to the roster before the offseason, because I'm quite positive that this team is going to be terrible, because they were. And every time I simulated through to see what tendencies to change, they were terrible. And my first thought was, well, I want to tank then, right? I mean, I already have a terrible team, so I want a top pick so I can get, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, some, pretty good players there. But you go and look at the draft picks, I don't have my own pick. That pick is with the Portland Trailblazers, which I did not know. So I guess the pick they used to get Sam Bowie, which is laughable, was the Pacers pick. So I have the Knicks pick, and the Knicks were decent, but they've been worse when I've been doing simulations. So my hope to get a decent draft pick is that the Knicks are bad, which means there's no point in tanking because I don't have my pick. So I actually want to try to be competitive, which means I'll need to do some trades, probably. So that's the thought. I have injuries off mostly because of the team sizes. Again, if there's only 8 to 9 people, or some have 10 or 11, but most have 8 or 9, I don't want fake people playing. So I have injuries off. I figure I'll go through this season with injuries off and then turn them back on in the off season once teams have a chance to fill their rosters more with the draft class and with any of the real free agents, which there's some. There aren't many, but all the people that were either playing overseas or had just retired the previous year. So everybody from Michael Holton up are real. So not a lot of them, but enough to take away spots for some of the fake people. I don't know when exactly I'll finish this video. I surely think I'll get through the full season so you guys can see what trades I work out. Maybe if you're watching live, you can help me out with any deals you see come through that I should pull the trigger on. But I might stop the video before, I guess, like the staff signing in the off season, because that's kind of boring to watch me, hire all my assistant coaches and trainers and stuff, which I do want to do because some of that stuff is important, as I found through some other simulations. And before I get off that topic, I did look at who I have already. So assistant GM isn't so great, but has potential. He's only a 1-year deal, so I can replace him. CFO is good at stuff, but not money sense. That's unfortunate that he has 3 years left. My head coach, like looking at the stars, he's decent. He's pretty good. However, his 3 badges are all negative badges. So that's not good. And the fact that he has 4 years left. So I'll have to consider potentially firing him if things go really bad, at least in the first probably 2 years. But on the bright side, my assistant coach, who's not great at offense or defense, has a lot of badges that help the team. I think the only negative one is this competitor one that a lot of people have, where they don't take losing well. But my big man coach, who is really good as well, he's better than possibly my head coach overall, has a lot of badges as well and no negative ones. So he'll probably stick with the team as long as I can remember who he is, because if you've done this before, once people are out of their contract, it's really hard to tell who you had because you can't see like who they were with before unless you happen to recognize the name. My scout is decent, it looks like. I'm not going to worry about filling any of these in. Since injuries are off, I'm just going to let it play out. I guess I might think about it. I might think about it at the trade deadline, because that's when I'll give control back to the other teams. And as far as I know, none of the other teams have any of these things. So I'll see if any of them sign anything extra, because everybody only has a head scout and only has a team doctor. And it looks like everybody has the assistant coach and then one of these special assistants. So I'll keep a lookout to see if any other teams sign anything. If they do, then I'll jump into that. If they don't, I'll probably just leave it as is, so it's kind of fair. What else? If you want to see what we've got mock draft wise, that's where it's really unfortunate that I see the Pacers are expected to be the worst, yet oh no, that is the Pacers pick. So the Knicks are expected to be the worst, evidently. There's the Pacers pick that goes to the Blazers. So the first time I ever did a simulation of the 83-84 season, it might have been the one I actually went live with as well. the Pacers won the lottery and got the number one pick, and they got Michael Jordan. So that would be wonderful if that could happen again. If the Knicks are so bad that they're in the lottery and bad enough to get the first pick, or second or third would be fine as well. My hope is to be, I guess, at least top six because John Stockton would be awesome to build a team around as well. There are decent guys down here, as you know, but not really, I guess, big game changers. Like Otis Thorpe is a good player. He's an all-star at one point. Kevin Willis, an all-star. So I wouldn't mind having those people, but they're also, like, if it's a Olajuwon, he immediately comes the star. But Willis and Thorpe are the same position as two of my best players. So Herb, who's 82, and then Stepanovic, who's a rookie, who was just drafted the second pick of 83. So I don't know if I would want one of them unless I'm trading somebody, which I guess I could trade like Stepanovic. Looking at the contracts of who I possibly might trade. Whoops, wrong place. Salary cap. So Stepanovic, maybe. I guess it depends on how he does. I want to keep Kellogg. He, his season or his career was cut short with injuries, but he was a dominant player when he played. So I want to make him an all-star and try to make him one of the building blocks of the team. I mean, he's only played 1 year so far, so Sidney Lowe, I guess I could trade. This guy, George Johnson, I don't know much about him, but he's 77 and he has 1 year left. So I figure if he's not a part of the future of my team, I'll probably trade him and get either draft picks or somebody that can be, a part of my future. This McKenna guy as well, 3 year deal. He's really, really cheap, but I'm not sure. I mean, this looks like 2K stats, 32%, but that's his real stats. That's not very good. He didn't play that much, though. So, a couple guys I could trade, but I kind of want to see how things go, and maybe I get some offers. So I think I'm ready to simulate. I'm going to do like a month at a time just so we can check the awards and stuff like that along the way and see my record. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm going to go ahead and add Special K as my untouchable. I won't do the trade block yet since I'm all the team, so nobody's going to be offering anyway. So here we go. December 1st. I won the first game. 4-10, 4-12. That's a lot of losses. 4-12. Chemistry's good. All right, let's look at. So there shouldn't be any transactions because I'm all the teams. Awards. This is always a cool view to see all the great players of the era here. That's not a rookie Terry Cummings, right? It's a second year Cummings, I think. Sigma, Magic, and Bird, and Dr. J. Player of the Month, Jack Sigma got it. Here's the rookies. Hey, look, I got the first rookie of the month. Nice job, Stepanovic. Let's just check some stats here real quick for at least the Pacers. So we got Special K averaging 19 and 10. He's shooting better than he did as a rookie, but not quite scoring as much. Butch Carter is scoring a lot more, but mostly because he's playing a lot more. Those are solid stats. 2 steals a game. Herb Williams, so he might have the big guy issue where he doesn't shoot the right type of shots. That's going to be unfortunate. I was hoping to not mess too much with tendencies now that I've started it. Jerry Seasting's doing pretty well as a point guard. Here's my potential trade bait. George Johnson shooting a big 39%. Jeez. He's still averaging more points. There's Stepanovic having a solid rookie year. Almost 2 blocks a game. McKenna shooting the same as he did before. And Sydney Lowe, who I created to be the 8th player for this team, is doing decent. And then we've got the fake guys playing here and there, probably because people fouled out. I might just do a quick look through to see, okay, 35 points. He shot 27 times. It's fun to, I don't want to speed through too fast because it's fun to see like how these teams also do, like Marquise Johnson and Moncrief. I got just walloped by the Sixers. Stepanovic played 40 minutes. I guess that's because, yeah, Herb fouled out in 25. That's the other thing about having an 8-man rotation. Once somebody fouls out, I mean, they usually play the reserves like 1 minute each for whatever reason. I don't know why that glitch remains on so many 2Ks over the years. But then that also plays the other guys more. I let Moses Malone score 43 points. That's fun. Mo Cheeks, 19 assists. Tony shot terrible. Beat the Rockets. Kellogg with 33. So he has some huge games, but he's only averaging 19. So he must have some real bad or low scoring games as well. There's Ralph Sampson, who every time I simulated won Rookie of the Year, so that's probably going to happen again. I lost by 47 to the Celtics, so 37 to the Sixers and 47 to the Celtics. Those are likely the teams to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, so if I'm going to get whooped on, I guess it can be those two. George Johnson leads the team with 22, so here's where Kellogg, he fouled out and only had 9 points in 19 minutes. That's half the minutes he's supposed to play. So Spanovich played 40 again. Lost to the Cavs. Kellogg with only 12. George Johnson 2 for 11, 3 for 13. That's not good. Cliff Robinson got 30 on me. Then I lost by the Celtics. Hey, it was by half as much as last time, but still, 23 points isn't very good. Not very competitive with the good teams. Seems like I'm fouling out my guys a lot. Not a good sign. That was one of the, if you watched my earlier videos, that was one of the big things I took down, like across the whole league, was fouls, because everybody was averaging more than they really did. Spanovich 1 for 10. And through my simulations after that, I did increase the fouls for some people that truly did foul out a lot. But not everybody should be fouling out all the time. So here's my third win. It was by 2 against the Nets. Jerry Seasting with 26, by far the most he's had, I think, so far. Kellogg with another 9-point game. I'm not sure why he's fouling out a lot. Lost to the Knicks. Oh no, the Knicks are good. So we really need the Knicks to be bad so that pick is good. I don't think in any of my simulations they made the playoffs. I think they did in real life, but for whatever reason, they haven't been in these simulations. But maybe whatever I did to them tendency-wise last, maybe they're good now. It's very unfortunate, because I'd really like to have a good pick. The Bullets are not doing so well. Jeff Rulin with a 20-20 game. He was somebody I remember I had to make shoot less, because he was like one of the league leaders in scoring when I was simulating, and while he was good, he wasn't quite that level. Let's see if I fixed Mahorn. Nope. So he's another guy that was shooting in the 30s, and he's still shooting in the 30s. I don't understand. Kellogg with a double-double. Nice. Butch Carter 4 for 18. Not so great. Beat the Bulls. They're, well, as you can tell, are supposed to be pretty bad, because they're supposed to get the 3rd pick to draft, Michael Jordan. Greenwood. So Woolridge and Wiggins are both created by me. Both rookies as well, which is kind of fun. He's just scoring a lot. They get Rookie of the Month a lot, or Rookie of the Month. It's usually them or Stepanovic on the East. 4 blocks there. All right, lost by 22 to the Hawks. Dominique with 41. And he's somebody on the opposite end. It's like impossible to make him shoot worse. him, Clyde Drexler, Julius Irving, anybody that like dunks a lot, it seems they have to shoot 60% on the game. Like I don't know how to make it more realistic, but I'm pretty sure Dominique wouldn't be shooting that. The other thing I considered doing was at the deadline doing like the mid-season trades. I wonder if I should do that before I give up control of all the teams. I'd have to go through. That might not be a bad idea. It might take a little while. Let me go ahead and I get most of my data from Basketball Reference so I can see, I guess, the list of the full season's transactions. Do any signings and trades and things like that, because there might be people even on the free agency list that got signed throughout the year. Let me see how long this transactions list is. Oh, so we want to go. I'm trying to see where the season actually started. I'm guessing October, November. Clippers signed Derek Smith. Okay, he's already there. Phoenix signed Paul Westphal. He's already there. Sorry, I don't have it where you guys can see what I'm actually looking at, but I'm just looking at the full transaction list of Basketball Reference. Alright, so here's... I'm looking for names. So Warriors waive Mike Holton. Well, he's on the free agent list. Hawks trade Wes Matthews. Is he... So he's right here. Okay, so it looks like October 6th, perhaps, will be my starting point. I don't really want to do it yet. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of just want to do it all at the trade deadline, because then I'll give them control and they can do the rotations however they want. Otherwise, I'd want to do them myself. So it says October 28th was the first game for the Hawks. So how is Wes Matthews confused? Is Wes Matthews not on the right team to begin with? Let's find out. 83, 84. He played. He didn't. It says he played for the Hawks. So how would he play for the Hawks before he was on the Hawks? Traded by the Hawks to the Clippers, October 6th, 83. That's the start of the season we're in. Waived by the Hawks March 5th, 84. So how in the world did he play for the Hawks and then the Sixers in the 83-84 season? Seems like they're missing something here. Let me do a control find. Wes Matthews. Okay, is there another one? Hawks waive Wes Matthews. Okay, well, they're definitely missing something. So this won't be super trustworthy, but it should get most of what I want to do. Maybe I just do the ones where it actually makes sense. Pacers trade a pick to the Blazers for Hank McDowell. Well, he's on the Clippers, so how... Alright, so maybe this isn't going to work very well. Lakers trade Norm Nixon. Okay, let me just look through the rest of these games and then figure that out. Isaiah Thomas with a nice 2010. So young Isaiah. Had to take his assists down a little bit. He was getting like 13 or 14. Magic Johnson was getting like 16, and he was supposed to get like 12, so I'll have to check what he's getting now because I took his tendency down a little bit. Warriors aren't very good, but I still lost to them. Herb with 28. Joe Barry Carroll averaging 20 and 10. Lost to the Knicks again. I'm not helping my my pick here if I'm just going to lose to the Knicks every time. Bernard getting 30 points a game. Wow. I don't remember what he averaged for real. I lost by 30 this time to the Sixers. What's Moses averaging? 25 and 16. Pretty close to what he did the year prior. And shooting even better. Dr. J, 26. Yep, he's over 60%, like I said. So, like, I kind of get it because he's in the 90s, but like for Clyde Drexler, this is rookie Clyde Drexler, who's 79 overall. He shoots 60%. Well, at least he was. I'll have to check. Okay, I'm going to go look, because this says the Jazz sold, okay. Hawks trade Edmondson to the Spurs. I already have him on the Spurs. Clippers wave, okay, he's on the free agent list. Cavs wave Steve Hayes. He's on the Sonics. Seems like most of this stuff should be fine. I guess at some point the Hawks signed Wes Matthews back and it just isn't listed as a transaction. Don't know any of these names. Reggie King. Pacers trade McDowell to the Clippers. Well, he's already there, right? Yep. So didn't I just say the Clippers trade McDowell to the Pacers? Did that really happen all in 1 year? Pacers trade... Oh, no. They traded a third-round pick to the Blazers for McDowell on October 7th. And then on October 26th, they traded that McDowell guy to the Clippers for a third-round pick. So I guess that didn't work out so well. Where's the first guy? Lakers waive Klay Johnson. Okay, maybe I'll just do trades. I don't know. Let's get to the trade deadline. I think at the very least I'm gonna wait until then. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Probably just gonna scout the best players. How many do I have? 7. So we want Stockton. Let's do Willis. Alvin Robertson's good defender. I guess I'll be able to do plenty of these. Let's go with Thorpe first. Yes, new trip. Oh no. So for all the other teams, I want the computer to handle. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's just do a little bit at a time here. So I have 5 more losses. So I'm helping that Blazers pick be even better. This is bad. This is a bad team. Special K, 8 for 15. He's still not scoring as much as I thought he was. I thought when I've simulated before he's averaging like 22. Alright, so Pistons are also beating me by 38 points. So Pistons, Sixers, and Celtics are showing why they're the best teams in the East. There's a 20-point game. George Johnson is not shooting great shots, it looks like. I only lost by 5 this time to the Celtics. See Sting showing his, I guess, future team. I almost said old team, but I guess he started with the Pacers. And then, what, in 2 years maybe he's on the Celtics? I don't remember how he gets there, if he signs or gets traded. Larry only had 16. What's he averaging? 26. Probably need to take his dish down even more. He's still getting a lot of assists. It's another thing a lot of people are high at, like across the board. Everybody has a dish tendency higher than they probably should. George Johnson actually had a good game. Look at that. He's over 40% for the season so far. That's good. Dominique still shooting. Oh, it's even better. Wasn't it 65-7 or something? So he's even better than last time. It's funny. The Kings, who are not very good, they've had, I think when I simulated last, they got the second pick, assuming they have their own pick, that is. Kellogg with 21. Alright, just do a week at a time. 3 more losses. Man, I hope Pacers got something good for that pick they traded to the Blazers. I don't know what it was. I can't think of who's on the Blazers that came from the Pacers. Or maybe it was a draft night trade. I don't know. Herb with 30. Alright, he's shooting a little better, I guess. Lost by 38 to the Spurs. I think they're a team who's been doing better in the simulations than they did in real life. Gilmore wasn't shooting enough. Looks like might be a little better. Iceman, I think, yep, another guy who shoots 65%. I don't get it. I guess if they're good dunkers, then they just don't miss. But they should be shooting some shots other than dunks, which is what I did to their tendencies, but it doesn't matter. Lost to the Rockets, who are also supposed to be quite bad because, they get Hakeem Olajuwon to put with Ralph Sampson. 26 and 10 for Kellogg. Are we just not even going to win a game? I mean, this is much worse than anything I've seen. 4 and 22, lost by 46 to the Jazz. Ooh, this is rough. Mark Eaton not getting as many blocks as he's supposed to. You give 99 tendency and 99 attributes, and per 36 you only get up to 3 blocks a game. Even though he was 6.5 the year before, and I think 5 or so in real life in 83, 84, so not sure what to do to fix that any better. I haven't really been paying attention, but I imagine I'm only shooting like 1 or 2 threes a game. That's what most teams were in, especially in the single digits, but yeah, Pacers I don't think had many three-point shooters. 0 for 9, it's not very good for shooting. Nuggets aren't very good, lost to them as well. Alex English getting 26. He also has the shoot way too good. I mean, he did have a year of 55%, so I guess it's not super outlandish, but I'd still put him in that category of driving guys who can't miss. All right, get through another month with 2 more losses. Oh, 31 to the Bucks, who are a good team. 30 points for Johnson. He's shooting 62%, so the good guys shoot really good percentages. The Nets are over 500. Butch Carter now still around 15 points. All right, can I beat the Knicks, please? I would really like to beat the Knicks. Hey, well, made my pick 1 game better, whatever that's worth. The Hawks are not quite at 500. Kellogg, what's he averaging fouls per game? 4 fouls a game. I guess it's around what he did. Just seems to foul out a lot. But 8-man rotation, I'm kind of asking for it. Wilkins, percentage went down a little bit to 64. Lost by 15 to the Bulls, who are almost as bad as me. Not quite. 33, I'll take that. 2 for 10, not so much. Sidney Lowe played 23 minutes and got 1 point. That's funny. Alright, Woolridge up here with 34. Beat the Suns, who were 22 and 13. So after all those losses, how many straight losses did I just have? Is this a record? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 straight losses. That's gotta be close. I'm looking it up. Most losses in a row. Guess I could have asked Syrian probably. The record, no, that's Why does it say 2022? That's like current list. The 76ers broke their own previous record of 26 losses in the 2013-14 season. Okay, so I didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. They had 28 over 2 seasons. So 19 in a row is still really, really bad. Really bad. But we beat the Suns to end that streak and not set the record. Well, I guess might have been the record for 1983 by then. It's 30 years later we're talking about with the Sixers. All right, the Knicks are not bad enough to be helping me with my draft pick. We might have to be looking for another draft pick. Maybe George Johnson can get us a draft pick. I sure hope so. 35 for Special K. All right, we're almost to the deadline where we can start switching some things up. I beat the Bulls and the Hawks. So in 2 weeks, we just doubled our wins. That's nice. We're now getting a little closer to the Bulls in winning percentage. They're still better than us. Kellogg is going off here lately. McKenna, 17 points in 17 minutes, being very effective, but still shooting very poorly. Very, very poorly. Lost to the Pistons, who are really good. I feel like he shoots bad a lot, but evidently he has good games too, because he's still shooting a decent percentage. The other thing I'll be curious to see is how mad these people get at losing so terribly. Just their attributes go down when they get upset. I did take the morale effects down a little bit because they seem to affect like too much for too many people. What's he doing now? 43%. All right, then we lost by 19 to the Nets. We got Buck Williams. I think he was somebody I had to make shoot better, and he is shooting better. That's cool. It's satisfying to see actual change. I think he was somebody shooting, way too good. All right, last game before I start making some changes was a 25-point loss to the Bucks, who are probably top 4 in the East, I would imagine. We can go look at that too and see the latest mock draft to see where they have me with the Knicks pick. Let's do that first. Oh, well, there's my pick because I'm terrible, but the Blazers are getting Michael Jordan according to this. There have been some of these I've done where Olajuwon is listed first, which makes me think it is possible for him to go first, which would be good since that's what really happened. But I think most teams, looking back, know that Michael Jordan's the right choice. However, the Blazers skipped him in real life because they had Drexler on the team. So if this happens, be interesting to see Jordan and Drexler coexist. Barkley on the Bullets would be interesting. The Sixers have 2 picks, so one of those was Barkley. I think, was Ron Anderson the other one? Probably. All right, so I'm 11th. Otis Thorpe would be fine if that's where I'm going to be picking, but he also probably will go higher than that. This has him 10th. This has him 11th. I mean, if he's going to drop to there, then that's fine. All right, let's check the awards here. Magic, he's still 15 assists, but it was 15 and a half. So his dish was 99. I took it down to 90, and that's still what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's scoring more, too. I guess if he's dishing less, he's scoring more. Sigma, pretty cool list of people. Rookie of the Year, we got Stepanovic battling it out with the Bulls, and Ralph's definitely going to win. We got Doc here as a rookie. Sixth man. George Johnson's in the sixth man running. He is shooting a little better. Playing a lot. He's also a 6'11 small forward. That's kind of crazy for 1983, I would say. McHale, I think every time I've simulated, McHale has won this. Rollins, I think, wins this every time I've simulated. He's won it. I think both of these guys have won it before when I've simulated. Season awards. Anything crazy happening? Bernard got it once. Dominique got it once. Rookie Ralph Sampson got Player of the Week. Nice. Player of the Month. Isaiah and Magic. We've had 3 different guys in the East and Ralph every time in the West. It might be what happens for the whole year. Let's see the All-Star voting. Magic Johnson just whooping everybody in votes. Nice. So was this... Oh yeah, second year Terry Cummings. Look at him go. It's almost exactly what he did, just more blocks. Cool. Ralph Sampson as a rookie is 7th, which is saying something because, so with my brother, we're doing a 91-92 restart, and I'm the Magic, and I got Shaq, thankfully. But he wasn't even in the voting for front court of the East. So I don't know what it bases it off of, because that's probably around what Shaq was doing. Maybe Shaq was doing fewer rebounds, because when we drafted, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but the attributes and tendencies change from what you have in the draft class to when you actually pull them in the draft. I guess it's kind of neat that you don't know exactly what they'll be, but it's also a little frustrating when they change what I've spent a lot of time fixing. So people's tendencies and attributes and stuff, but whatever. I guess it makes it different, like add some replayability. Eastern Conference, 3 guys over 1 million in the backcourt. The front court, we've got Bird. So Bird and Magic are way out in front in votes. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, so let me think about this. Do I want to do the trades? I feel like I do. Just go ahead and make it so everything that happened by January 19th or so. So the first thing I see that would be happening is the Lakers cutting Clay Johnson. But that does mean that I have to sign somebody. Or does it? How many people do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they have to have 14 players. So I think he did sign with the Sonics later. So I'm going to go ahead and cut him. And then I'll just go sign a fake guy, I guess. Unless... It didn't give me a little... Did it pop up the error saying I have to have so many people? I didn't notice. I guess I'll just, I'll sign somebody. Negotiate, minimum, welcome to the team, Kyrie Bay. Alright, next thing I see, Pistons sign Earl Curitan. I thought he already was on the team, so maybe some of these things were, he's already there. Warriors trade Sam Williams to the Sixers. Warriors trade Sam. Oh, he's up here. Sam Williams to the Sixers for an 84 second round draft pick. Must be that one. Alright. Warriors underplay. Okay, so that's the illegal trade over the hard cap. So how the heck did they do it then? 250. What did it say I have to do? Thanks. Okay, yeah, 2 weeks. Okay. Well, I don't know. I won't know if some of these teams will be adding somebody, so maybe here we go. We'll take out 2 birds with 1 stone. We will throw in a fake player who's, oh, is he really not making close enough? 85,000. Can I throw in 2 fake players and then sign somebody for the Sixers? Hey, looks like that'll work. Alright, well, we're wheeling and dealing here. So I need to sign a fake guy to the Sixers. Yes, we accept. Great. So when I did this in previous 2Ks, I actually did the trades like at the right times. Looks like anybody will sign because I guess the Sixers are good. I did the trades like at the right times of the season and then did the rotations all along the way to keep it realistic. And since I'm just really focusing on the Pacers, I'm not going to do that. All right, Sonic signed Steve Hayes. He's already on the team. Bucks waived Charlie Chris. So let me make sure they don't like sign him back, because I don't want to cut somebody just to go back and sign him again. What happens to Charlie Chris? Can you please? Okay. My basketball reference is going a little slow. So waived by the Bucks, signed with the Hawks later. Okay. So let's cut him. And then we'll sign somebody there. I guess I could just replace the position. Okay, let's go with, doesn't really matter, minimum. Great. Okay. Hopefully this won't take too long. Rockets wave Chuck Nevitt. He's the 7-4 guy. I don't think he's in the rotation. Let me see if he gets picked up by somebody. I don't know why this isn't going faster. Okay, waived by the Rockets. Sign with the Lakers next season. So, goodbye. So then I need to assign somebody to them. Whoops. Forgot what I was doing. Let's go with Harry Kabengala. His dreams are coming true. He's not on the game. Spurs signed John Lucas. I don't know if he's... I don't think he's on the game. I think he was somebody I considered making. Sonic signed Clay Johnson, so let's go do that. Although this will be technically him being claimed. Whatever. What position is he? There he is. Negotiate. Whatever. Okay. I don't have... Is that not the... Oh, the minimum is 40,000, but I can't do it because... because he was just waived, so I can only pick him up with his actual contract. Alright, well the Sonics are going to go without Clay Johnson then, because I don't care enough. The Nuggets waive Dave Robish. And if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, so sorry. These were players playing 5 years before I was born. But I'm still interested in the history of the NBA. Alright, so he gets signed by the Spurs later. So we'll see if it lets me do that. I don't know if anybody has money. Must have at least 11 players. Oh, because of the... Gotcha. Alright, so now I need to assign somebody to them. Mike Clark is on the Nuggets. Good job, Mike Clark. What else? Sun signed Mike Sanders. I believe he's here, right? He should be. He's a guard. Is he not here? I thought he was on the game. Oh, there he is, right there. Small forward. Alright, can we sign him? We can. Should I actually give him... So why am I allowed to go over the cap for this team? I can't give him more than 1 year. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, whatever. I guess he's... I don't know what he was making then anyway. So we're going to go with minimum. Good job. You're on the team. That guy, Hawks Wave Armand Hill. Goes a little faster when I'm out here. Oops. I don't think this guy was in the rotation either. Let me make sure he doesn't re-sign. So it just gives a little more realistic of a starting point, I guess. So, yeah, this is the last thing he does. He's waived by the Hawks and then never plays again. So sad. Alright, sign somebody to them. Nico Smalagic. Knicks wave Rudy Macklin. There's a lot more moves than I thought. At least now I'm so you know, I'm through to Christmas just about. So I'm almost up to the date I'm aiming for. But I'll look to see if there's anything. If there are any trades that happen, I need to do those. Alright, Knicks wave Rudy Macklin. Looks like the last time he plays as well. So, did he get to play? He was in the rotation playing 8 minutes, so that's going to screw that up for them. But whatever, I'm not going to be them anymore. They can play some fake people if they want. Sendarius Melly. Alright, next thing. Suns wave Rory White. Suns. See if Rory plays for another team. He ends up on the Bucks and the Clippers. Waived by the Suns, signed by the Bucks. So here's what I'm thinking. What if I just trade Rory White to the Bucks? That way, if they don't have room for him, or don't have the cap space to claim him, let's do that. That's what I should have done with Clay Johnson, I guess, but I just didn't know at the time he was going to be on the team. So we'll do Rory White to the Clippers for hopefully somebody that makes similar money. No, Bucks. I said Bucks. He ends up on the Clippers, but I'll leave that to them if they want to do that. Oh, he makes $500,000. Oh no. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that then, so we're just going to cut Rory White. Make him a free agent. Sign somebody to them. Ryan Felicio. Okay. Pistons sign Lionel Hollins. He's here. Hopefully they can do that. Yes, they can. Let's see if they have. They probably don't. I don't think they have any salaries for 83, 84 on Basketball Reference. I'm not sure how they got them. Maybe they weren't public knowledge way back when. Actually, they don't have any salaries for Lionel Hollins at all. Okay then. Minimum it is. Not on the game. Spurs got a new head coach. Len Elmore retires from the Knicks. I didn't know that happened mid-season. I knew he didn't play any longer. Okay, well, they get to cut another guy. Not doing very well. So I don't know if he got hurt. I know him as an announcer. I don't really know him as a player. Sign Luke Waters here. Knicks are getting all the fake people. Blazers sign Eddie Jordan. He's here. Right there. We'll just give him the 1 year minimum. Alright, let's see if the Bucks can sign Rory White, and if not, then they can. So I couldn't get him. Oh, good question. Yeah, if I care enough, I would go check jersey numbers. Yeah, and even for the fake people I'm signing, because all the fake people I made in the 90s, like between 95 and 99 jersey number. So if they have the same, they're probably giving them a real jersey number. Maybe I'll do that before each season or as I notice. It's more important, I feel like, if I'm playing the games, but since I'm simulating, I don't have the visual issue of seeing, somebody number 38 or whatever. But yeah, Rory White, I could see what number he was on the Bucks. Spurs signed Dave Robish. See if they can claim him. I hope they can. Looks like it. Warriors trade Ron Brewer to the Spurs for the pick that will become Manute Bol. Very interesting. So Brewer, let's see if the Spurs can just do an 85 second round pick. So that one, wait, did they have their own too? No, so it must be that one. They cannot do it. Illegal trade. So let's see if, it also says they have 15 players, so they have too many players. Can I give, what's the salary I need to match? 150? Well, how about this fake guy making 205? Sounds pretty good. Mentorship. Oh, I'm ruining a mentorship. That's all right. Nuggets trade a third round pick. Well, I can't really do that. How about I just trade a fake guy for, also to the Spurs, for Edmondson. What's his salary? 500. Uh-oh. This, hey, 500 fake guy. It's perfect. Do that. The Bucks waive Rory White. Should I go ahead and do that? So I'm now to January 24th. Let me just see if there's anything else worth doing. The Sixers signed Charles Jones. I think he's on the free agent list, so let's go ahead and do that. If I can get real people onto teams, I'm all for it. There's Charles Jones. Minimum. Perfect. Spurs waive Robish, whatever. He gets to stay there now. Blazers waive Jordan. So now I'm near the end of the season. Bulls trade Reggie Theus. Was that before the end of the season? It was. So I have to do that now. So trade deadline, if there was such a thing, must have been much later. Bulls trade Theus. That's a big one. That's going to make them even worse and probably get the first pick, more so. Because he's their only other 80 overall guy. To the Kings for a guy who's not on the game, I don't think. Steve Johnson. I don't see him. Can I match salary? 435. Whoops. 435. There's a 369. That's going to work. All right, an 84 second round draft pick. That's that one. A 85 second round draft pick. That's that one. And an 85 second round draft pick. Well, I don't think they have another one, so that's what you get. That's a pretty terrible trade. Why did the Bulls do this? Does anybody know? I mean, Reggie Theus he'd just come off a season where he averaged 24 points a game. I don't know what's going on. In real life, he wasn't starting. He was playing 19 minutes a game, averaged 9 points a game, and shooting under 40%. So maybe that was the problem. All right. Well, the Bulls just got worse, which is hard to say because they were already really bad. Anything else here? Hawks waive Wes Matthews. Bucks sign Mike Dunleavy. Because I don't think he played for the Spurs. Yeah, so let me just see if I can trade him. Same way I have some other guys. Dunleavy. And sorry, if you guys... I'm not looking at the screen the whole time. If you're commenting, I'm not catching it. Sorry, I'll look back on it later. Sorry, what does this? 200,000 for the Bucks. Aw, man. Can they do it straight up? Maybe they can. Okay. They got a 4th round pick as compensation for the signing. It's kind of funny. So Rory White, I probably can't trade now. He's supposed to be on the Clippers, but I probably can't trade him because I just signed him, right? Correct. So I'd have to cut him and then, okay, I don't care enough about him. Sixers signed Wes Matthews. How many games did he actually get to play with them? 14. Well, let's go ahead and get him on the team, away from the Hawks. And I'm just finding it easier to do trades rather than release and sign. Who did I say? Sixers, right? Wes Matthews. Do I have to match 250? Do they have somebody? Timothy Stewart, 310. Perfect. Wes Matthews is also being mentored, or is a mentor. Alright, I think that's going to be all I do. And now, from here on out, we're following no rules. I'm going to turn off my control of the other teams. Wherever I do that, that's in team selection. We are going to... I guess I could deselect all, but too far now. Alright. So now, I guess as soon as I simulate a day, they might be making some changes. So all those trades I just did, and I can't edit their players, right? So if I did want to edit jersey numbers like you were mentioning, Like Theus, he might have been 24 on the Kings anyway. The Kings got an upgrade here. Look at that. He's our third best player. Was there a bigger move that I did than that? The Knicks lost a few players. No, Edmondson wasn't very good. Unfortunately, the Pacers didn't do anything, so I guess, well, unfortunately or fortunately, because that means I can do what I want. I just want to see. So Spurs lost Dunleavy, but they got Brewer and Robish. Is there anything else? I was just trying to see. I mean, Theus, I didn't realize that he got traded for so little. Yeah, I mean, 3 second-round picks is what is what he was traded for. Well, and I don't know how good Steve Johnson was. I mean, the fact that he wasn't on the game to begin with, and I didn't feel the need to create him must mean he wasn't too noteworthy. Is Dunleavy the right number? I think he might have been. Was he 10 on the Bucks? Oh man, now that you put that in my mind, I'm going to be worried about it. I do like going through like at the beginning of the season to change numbers, like when people sign. I looked up, he's number 10. I do like adjusting them to numbers like maybe if it's retired, who the heck is number 10? Why can't he be number 10? There's nobody number 10, yet in real life he was number 10. Okay. Well, the only other number he was in his career was 31 for the Rockets. So that's what we're doing. I liked 17 better. Now, okay, is it retired even though, where do I see retired jerseys? Bucks. So Dandridge number is retired, but yet Dunleavy wore it. Maybe it hadn't been retired yet at this point, seeing how, yeah, I bet that's it. Dandridge, if his last year was 81 and we're talking about the 83 season, he probably wasn't retired yet, but according to the game, just because his career had ended, they retired it. Okay then. Let me check Theus real quick to make sure 24 is okay. Looks like he was 24 his whole career, so good. Is there anybody else really noteworthy? Some of those smaller or the worst guys that I dealt, I don't care too much about their numbers, especially since everybody's probably got 1 year anyway and they'll be on another team. And I'll just be looking at it again. The Bulls are just terrible now. I mean, they already were, but now they only have 7 real people. This is sad. Sad stuff. Yep, there's a fake guy that's not number 90-something. I just went too far. Dwight Collins. You can't have a real number, sir. Not allowed. I guess there's probably other people with that deal too, but I'll just fix them as I see them, I guess. Alright, now for the fun, if none of this has been fun. Let's do some trade finding. So Herb Williams is down 3. I guess that means he's angry. He feels aggro with everything that's been happening. His status is horrible. If anybody knows what unlocked with skill player insight 6 means, please let me know, because it'd be great to know why, like exactly he's upset. I assume it's because playing for a winner is important, and this team has 8 wins. But, like, I don't know, does he want to play more? Does he want to shoot more? But I've never seen a coach with like a badge or anything with skill player insight. I have no idea. No idea what that means. Alright, so George Johnson is the guy I was looking at trading because he has 1 year left. He probably isn't going to be a part of my future, so we're going to put him on the trade block and see if hopefully some draft pick compensation comes up. So L3 as a young point guard wouldn't be bad to have on the team. I also wouldn't mind increasing the real player presence, so go from 8 players maybe to 10, so I can have I'd like at least a 9-man rotation. Well, there's Dunleavy right after he got traded. So Dunleavy and Brewer, a couple real guys. Charles Davis in a second. Dave Greenwood, wow. I mean, I guess he's getting a lot more rebounds than Johnson and shooting better. That's interesting. I'd rather not be trading picks. I'd rather receive a player and a pick if at all possible, even if he has like a bad contract. There's a first, but it's from the Celtics, and you know that's going to be a terrible first. I don't want to increase my fake players. Dan Roundfield, he's an all-star at least at one point, I believe. I created him. He looks to be doing decent. And that's the other guy I was thinking of trading is McKenna. And he would be on the team for 2 years. The problem is that's the position I already have depth at. I really need a wing. Like I have Stepanovic, and Herb, and then Kellogg, who's really supposed to be a power forward anyway. There's the Jazz 86 pick. Billy Knight, who just came from the Pacers. Could bring him back. Probably not. I don't need a 3-year deal for a 31-year-old. For a team that is awful. Chuck Robinson's also expensive and older. The Lakers are also offering a first-round pick. But that's going to be a bad one. Mark West and Turner. So there's a couple real players. West is young and on a 4-year deal. Oh, it's a rookie West. That wouldn't be bad. He could be... Stepanovic doesn't have a backup center because Herb is playing those minutes. And Elston would get in the rotation. That's not terrible. And then I really actually save some more cap room because Turner becomes a free agent. There's a first-round pick and a fake guy, unfortunately. Earl Cureton and an 86 first, but the Pistons are going to be amazing. Elvin Hayes, the 38-year-old. Maybe he could come teach my team what winning means. It doesn't say he's retiring, which is crazy at 38. And Caldwell only has a 2-year deal. He's doing decent. Nothing's blowing me away. There's a first-round pick. 88. Nothing's happening for 84. I wonder if they know 84 is a good draft, so I really haven't seen 85s, I don't think. Not that they would know who's coming then. 87. Okay. Well, what else do I have to offer? I have a second-round pick, which will probably mean nothing. Does that change anything? These are a little different. Instead of Mike Dunleavy, it's Alton Lister. Why is everybody giving me centers, though? Greg Ballard is decent. Another guy I created. 15 and 6. And at least he's a small forward. But I'm also getting another small forward. There's Greenwood again. There's a first-round pick. And a fake guy. I need to see how good or bad the Clippers are. See if that might be worth entertaining. Lakers, not so much. Oh, Spurs, 85. Paul Westphal. Jeff Lamp in a first. Let's go see how bad the Clippers are. I can go down here. They're bad. Uh-oh. Where are they expected? 9th right now. So that is better by 2 than what I currently have. So getting 2 lottery picks potentially would be fantastic. Increase my chance of getting a really solid player. Hopefully it wouldn't be Willis and Thorpe, because I would definitely need to be working out some trades if I'm getting both of them. Alright, so that's probably my best option so far. The last thing I can do is this Kevin McKenna has been shooting terrible and has a 3-year deal that I'd like to get rid of. So let's add him with that pick. See if anybody wants his 1.5 stars. That's the same. That's Bob Lanier. While yes, he's 35, but again, he's a center. That is not what I need on this team. Rick Mahorn's pretty young, but can't shoot on this game. Now they're giving me Rod Higgins with Greenwood. Oh, Lonnie Shelton. Wedman and Ainge. That's a young Danny Ainge. He would be a good piece to have going forward. Wedman's got 4 years and he's 31. That sounds dangerous. So now the Clippers aren't offering anything if I add McKenna. That's sad. Roundfield's there again. Billy Knight again. Michael Ray Richardson's good. Well, not shooting very well. There's an 86 first in Edmondson, who they just got. Livingston and Curitin, 2 youngish guys, both with 4-year deals though. And 200,000 is quite a bit for the 83-84 season. I don't remember what the salary cap was, but it wasn't very much. So like a shooting guard, Lewis Lloyd would be a good get for this team. Butch Carter wouldn't have to start anymore, because I think Lloyd's like 3 better than him. And Caldwell Jones would be the backup center that I don't have. So Lloyd would kind of take McKenna's spot. Jones comes in. I think that would work out. I would just have to switch up the rotation. Gene Banks, he's 24. So all the guys I created, it seems like they want to trade. I don't really understand why that's a thing, but... Okay, so Lloyd and Jones is one. The other thing I could try is I could do Trade Finder on the picks of the teams that are losing. Like, I doubt the Bulls will trade theirs, but I could try like one of the Sixers picks, potentially. Maybe they want George Johnson or something. Sixers, Kings, Rockets, Bullets. Let's just see. I said Kings. Let's go unprotected. So I trade next year's 85. I mean, if my hope is to be better, right? I mean, my first round picks, the Pacers' first round picks, are never going to be more valued than they are right now because my team is terrible. And if I believe that I will turn my team around, I should trade all of them pretty much. Not necessarily now, but maybe in the offseason. Seasting for Larry Drew. But 2 more firsts. Oh my. Why are they adding so many firsts? Stepanovic and 2 firsts. Holy moly. And there's George Johnson, but first. Alright. So I said the Sixers. I also said I think the Rockets were up there. Nothing. Yeah, that's true. Clippers pick. Yeah. Yeah. hard to say. Okay, I said the Bullets as well. Uh-oh. Alright. I feel like the Sixers should be willing because they're good. Oh, no, not Clark Kellogg or Herb Williams. Okay, okay. Ron Roberts is a fake guy. So I upgrade a fake guy to a real guy. I trade my pick next year, which I'm hoping won't be very good if I make this team better, although it's not looking super promising right now, unless I can get a top 4 pick, which this one might not be. Okay, what was their other one? Which one did I click? The Clippers. What about the Nuggets? There's a swap. Is that in my favor? Let me check. Sting, Wes Matthews. No, you can't have Herb. You can have McKenna, but I'd rather trade probably a second. Alright, so let's see. No, this is not a swap in my favor, so no thank you. Well, there are options. Not super good ones. Let me go see the salary cap real quick, because that was something on my mind. So I have 1.07. That's the other thing to consider. Are there people on the free agent list that could make my team better? There definitely are. So that means if you add them up, 3.4 is the cap. So if somebody's making 500,000, that's the most on my team, is what it would be. Oh gosh, and it was for 2 years. So the one with the Clippers, that was when I did Johnson and the second, I believe. Except it's not their pick. That's why. Yeah, the Sixers have the Clippers pick. It's the Sonics pick, and the Sonics are good. Nah, man. So right when I decide that that could be the way to go, oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, there are some good ones in 85. Absolutely. The only thing is, if I'm not going to be a bad team, I might not get any of those people anyway. That's why I was thinking about trading away, or at least if I could do like a pick swap or something like that. So here, let me just see. Let me fish that out there. Johnson and next year's first, and maybe I can get, or maybe I protect it. Top 3. Just see what pops up here. Bulls, well, they're definitely going to be in the top 10, so that would end up 85, so that would replace this one that I'm trading them, but I'd get theirs no matter where it falls. But they'll have probably Hakeem Olajuwon or Charles Barkley on their team. It's my guess based on their record. So they'll be better, but possibly still bad. Rollins and Roundfield. Cartwright in an 86 first. The Mavericks are, I think, decent. John Long. I was hoping for a first. An 84 first. There's Joe Barry Carroll. Wow. An 84 first and somebody would be nice. Does it change anything if I leave it unprotected? Well, I get Marcus Johnson. Holy moly. That's like a game-changing player. Oh, I clicked 84 first. That's not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. No wonder. Oh, wait, he's still there. Oh, boy. It's 4 years, but I mean, look at what he does. And he's good at defense. Huh. That's a lot of the cap room. But am I gonna be able to get anybody that good? Top 3 protected. There's a chance they'd be 4th. I doubt it. Maxwell. Rollins and Roundfield again. The Kings. I don't remember. They were bad, right? Larry Drew, I don't want his 5 years, I don't think. Although, he's still young, 25. Mike Mitchell. And a swap. I again don't know. It's hard to tell on this what that means. Swap. That is in my favor. That is for me. So I had to look it up a while back. I don't know if anybody gets confused by this, but the way you can tell on this screen anyway is wherever it says best, whatever logo is next to that word is who it's going to. So swap best and it's next to the Pacers logo means I get the best pick and the Spurs get the worst. So let's look at this. I mean, George Johnson, and I'm taking one of their best players, their third best player. I mean, they're not going to be bad. So there's a chance that I still just keep my pick if I get the swap. So I'm giving them 2 seconds to get rid of George Johnson, who I would lose for nothing anyway, to get Mike Mitchell, who has a 2-year contract and is currently averaging 22 points a game, which would lead my team. And it would make me not start somebody between, I guess it would probably be Spanovich doesn't start. Would the second overall pick not start? Should I trade him too? Alright, let's look at, I don't remember how I guess grades is fine. He's good at perimeter D as well. I feel like this is a good one. I go up 7 and I'm only losing 2 seconds. Let me just see if by chance they'll take 1 second. No, they added a guy. Do they have anybody else I can take? Probably not. I'd love to give them a fake guy and get a real guy. I really want to increase my real people. I'll take Paxson if you take McKenna. Paxson's 2 stars, that's probably not going to happen. Let's try that. They want Butch Carter. No. Can I have that? No, they still want Butch Carter. Alright, what if I give you that one? Yeah, but it's only for 1 more year. So it's this year and next. And I think that's okay. I mean, according to this, I'll have $3 million in cap room next year to play with. And I guess honestly, if I don't want him on the team, then I can just trade him next year. So I'm trying to improve my team now and still have flexibility to be better later. Now they're adding a fake person and taking one of my real people. That's not what I want. Can I give you, like, that second? No. Okay. I don't want to cancel. I just want you to give back. Yes, Special K will be going to power forward. And then I'm going to have to figure out if I'm trading Stepanovic or making him come off the bench. I mean, you're right. It's not the greatest position for me. I'd rather it be a shooting guard. I don't really think he's going to play that. This is tough. I hate when it backs out all the way. So that's what I did. I mean, I could go through and click people, I guess, and see if there's anybody that I want that they'll give me. I'm not going to click like Isaiah Thomas, because that's not going to happen. So that was the other one that came up, right? Lewis Lloyd. But then the problem was Caldwell's older and would have 500,000. But sometimes it's nice to have somebody with a bulky contract because it helps salaries match in future trades. Because that was something it got me one extra. Did it give me an extra real person? No, I think it was McKenna and Johnson. It just gave me two different positions. So what if I... No, I don't... Mitchell's the best player I could get, it seems, but not the right position. Fred Brown is 35 years old. Jim Paxson's probably too good for them to entertain. The Sixers are probably in the title hunt and unwilling to change their team. I mean, the fact that he popped up was kind of interesting, although it wasn't for these people. I don't remember. It was when I put my first and a second in Johnson. He would actually make more sense. I mean, even though it is 4 years and super large amount of money, again, it's something I could trade later on, maybe once he gets closer to 30 years old. I don't have anybody with that kind of skill set on this team, like a slasher and or that overall, honestly. Could make the Bulls worse by taking their better players, probably not. Celtics won't trade, I bet. Like a Ricky Pierce would be. Oh, nope, they won't. They won't listen to offers for Ricky Pierce, I guess. It makes it weird because I thought I was going to come into this looking to tank and like trade away and just get picks. But seeing how I don't have the 84 pick, it totally changes the way I'm looking at this. Larry Drew. Blackman's cheap, but won't. If I land Jordan, I doubt I'm going to land him though, because the Knicks have to win the lottery for me to land him. And free agency, actually, that's a good point. I think I looked at who's available next year. There's not a lot. Not a lot, but I can go show you. Future. Paxton is there. Okay, so that's position. So let's go position by position. So Jerry Seasting is decent and better than actually most of these players. Gerald Henderson's going to be a free agent. So that's somebody I could target, but he's 30. Jim Paxson, I don't know how much money he'll want, but that would be a huge gain to the team. David Thompson's 29. There aren't any, like, I mean, Paxton's the biggest name here. We got 38-year-old Elvin Hayes. I could trade for him now, but I could also just wait to sign him. Joe Barry Carroll, I guess that's why they were trading him, because his contract's about to expire. Bob Lanier's also 35. So no, like, huge people I would target, but maybe Paxton. Maybe Paxton. 21-point score. The other thing to keep in mind are the free agents that I can bring in. If I traded for like Mitchell, I was wanting a guard. Brian Winters is there. James Silas is there. Calvin Murphy. Get Kobe's dad. Power forward and center, these again are the positions I don't need. I mean, if I don't trade for a backup center, I guess I could, if Stepanovic isn't going to be it, I could sign like Brakowski or somebody like that. Get the 7'5" Chuck Nevitt. Brakowski has at least probably some potential at 24 years old. I could actually just do that right now. I guess if I do that, it just removes my ability to take on an extra player. Alright, I need to make a decision here so we can move on and get to it. Does he have potential? Like, is he going to get better? B minus. I don't know what that equates to. That's probably like an 80 or something. I could trade low too. I haven't tried him. Let's just see if he's in it different than McKenna. Doesn't really look like it. Same sorts of guys show up, it seems. There's a first. Can I trade all three? Does that do anything for me? Quinn Buckner. He's the TV voice of the Indiana Pacers, color analyst. There's Lloyd and Jones again. All right. So what was it I did that got Marcus Johnson on the list? I did like top 3 and like that or something. Yes. That was it. And Alton Lister, who could be my backup center. 150 for 3 years isn't too bad, and he's only 25. So Johnson would be, I guess, my starting shooting guard. Lister becomes my backup center. Is there any chance I don't trade? I'd rather that be a swap, just to make sure I keep an 85 pick, period. That kind of is that. I don't think anybody's going to be as good as Johnson. There's Mitchell again. Joe Barry. Can you say? I don't know which way this goes. Swap. I want to swap best, so we'll try that. It's not Johnson, it's Lanier, but I wonder if I go click Johnson, if that would be possible. Let's see if I get rid of him, add Johnson. Lister's there, that's the swap. They added another swap that helps me, but also my first round pick. No, thank you. Oh, can you just take some seconds, please? I mean, I know this doesn't seem very fair. Stop adding things. I'll give you Jerry Kelly. I don't really want Randy Brewer's 4 years. I don't know why the Bucks would do this, or even like entertain it. They added an 88 first. Alright, so I'm giving 3 seconds, which honestly, with these draft classes, there's mostly just a first round worth of people, and half of those aren't are really people I want on my team. 88 first. 88 first. Huh. That's like, I think that's like the Danny Manning year. Is that 88? 87 was Robinson. I don't remember who else was in 88. Okay, so I'm swapping 85, which will let me keep my pick, because the Bucks will for sure be better than me. I'm giving them 3 seconds that I probably won't use anyway. George Johnson gets upgraded because I'm sending them a first, and I gain an actual backup center who could possibly be my future center if Stepanovich doesn't work out. And I got Marquise Johnson. So it's just, I'd have to have time to refill an 88 first. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm getting Marquise Johnson, and we're going to have a good... Oh yeah, Duncan Dutchman Smits, 88, yeah. Well, I guess if I get rid of this pick, I have to find a way to get an 88 first if I want to get Rick Smits on the Pacers, but I don't know that he's somebody I'll target anyway. All right, I'm doing this because I want a star player on this team. He can defend. He's shooting 62%. Marquise Johnson's coming to the Pacers. Here we go. All right. Now, I have 9 real people now. I can still sign somebody if I want. Johnson's number 8. That's what he's supposed to be. Lister's 53. That's good. We got numbers right. We can go see what my cap situation is going to be. I still have a little bit of cap. I don't think that's enough. Well, I don't need Bukowski anymore because I have Lister. $3.5 million next year. I kept McKenna, right? Is there any chance he gets me like a future pick? Replenish anything? 71. I was hoping because teams have so many fake guys that McKenna's better, that maybe they would be willing to overpay for him. Grunfeld in a second. I mean, at least would get his 3-year contract away. That could help. Kierton in a second. That's 3 years. Hey! There's a first. It gives me a fake guy. But I like a first. I didn't make the Spurs worse by taking Mitchell from them. Alright, that's promising. So Carter's not starting anymore. Lister's my backup big guy for Steve and Herb. He's 3 better than Steve. Uh-oh. I guess we'll let them battle it out. So McKenna's not really playing because Carter's a backup now. Do I have any? Oh no, I really got rid of all my picks. The Spurs, yeah, I mean there's a first as well, but it's the Sixers and they're really good. I could gain another real person. I'd rather get a pick though. There's a pick, 85, top 10 protected. I don't remember how good the Jazz are, but I also get a real guy here who's shooting a little better than McKenna. 3 years, but less money. Not bad. Just let me look. Have the Jazz been losing or winning? It looks like more wins than losses to me. Second. There's that first again. Wasn't it? I think it was top 3 protected before. Or am I making that up? There's a top 3 for the Blazers, but they'll probably be good unless they lose Paxson. If they lose Paxson, then they might be worse. It's a year later, though. 85 would be a better year to have a pick, I think. Interesting. I have the swap best. Is there anybody else? I mean, I might as well see what Carter brings. I mean, if he's going to be a backup now. There's a first, but that's the Sonics first, if I remember correctly. The Nets are decent. I wouldn't want to just give up 2 real guys for nothing. There's no picks there. Okay, what about just Carter? There's a first. If I can get a player and a real player and a first that's not for a good team like the Sixers. Yeah, I don't want Randy Brewer for 4 years. Greg Ballard's better, but not somebody I want on the team. Celtics are too good. That's again the Sonics pick, who are good. There's probably nobody in the lower half of the draft I would want. Brownfield wouldn't really have a place in my team. Well, it might be where my thumb just was, so thank you. Probably it. Jazz. Thanks for calling it out. Jazz 85. Lakers. Nets. There's a Nuggets pick. All right, I'm liking that Spurs pick. Good. That one's unprotected, 87. But I think trading McKenna, who's 4 worse, for a top 3 protected makes more sense. Let's just, I think, do that. I guess I could try it with a second, just to see if it changes anything at all. Maybe I already did this. Jazz. Still top 10. Okay, let's take that off. I'm pretty sure it was top 3. There we go. Is it because they're giving me a fake guy? Can I not have the fake guy? I'd love to not have him. Oh, I have to take somebody. Can I have a real person? Probably not one better. Nope, probably not going to happen. They can't trade him again. Ron Brewer. There's no way that's going to make any sense. They want Sidney Lowe in a second. What if you just take the second? They want my other second. They want all the seconds. Probably not worth all the seconds. I'd rather just probably take the fake person. Oh, why does it have to go all the way back out? Okay, McKenna, Spurs. My 86 second. Alan Ferguson looks like a real winner. All right. Top 3 protected pick. Sounds good. Take Kevin McKenna. Thank you very much. All right, so now I'm back down to 8 real people. I wonder if I can package some of these fake people and they'll give me real people. Is that possible? Yeah, he's looking pretty good, isn't he? He's also 30. Let's try the 2 expensive guys and see if that reels in anybody. There's Randy Brewer. I also freeing up a roster spot would be good because then I can sign somebody. Do I have 15 or 14? There's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have a full roster, so I can't sign anybody right now. We need to... I'd like to trade 2 fake guys for 1 real guy. Hey, if I get a real guy in a second round pick, that'd be even better. But it looks like a bunch of fake guys unless I want Randy Brewer. There's Steve Hayes. They're adding in another fake guy. I mean, that's not terrible. Saves me a roster spot and gives me another real guy. I don't know if I'm just making a big deal about having real people, but I like real people. Is it all the same no matter who I add? Oh, Bob Hansen's there. He's 23 with 3 years. Man, if there was a pick and a real guy, that would just be perfect. I wonder if I could do that here with Hayes. Let's try getting rid of one of these guys and adding a second. Because I have like no seconds, right? Not until 87 and 88. 86. Let's just see what happens. Championship contender, so they don't want to trade Steve Hayes. Can you just do that? No. I mean, trading fake guys that aren't going to play, I guess that's pretty much the same thing for me, so go for it. So that saved me a roster spot and got me back to 9 real people. Let's see what his number, I think that's what it was. Steve Hayes. He was 41 on the Sonic, so that's what he will stay. So now I have... How many of these guys can I still trade? I mean, why not try that with all of them? So I can trade Ferguson again, even though I just got him. I don't know what the difference is. Okay. He's 30, so probably won't be as attractive. Randy Brewer just pops up every time. A second. Oops. What about all 3 of them? I don't really want a 3-year guy for somebody that's going to be at the end of the bench. No, thank you. Anybody want 2 centers? I mean, this one doesn't seem too bad. It's 250, but I mean, it's going to expire at the end of the year anyway. That one's 200. Randy Brewer, I'm guessing, doesn't have much potential. He's 70. C plus. I don't really feel like giving him. I could probably sign somebody better for that. Alright, do any of these save me money? Yes, obviously, if I do something like that, it gives me a roster spot and saves me money. So why wouldn't I do that? 88-second fake guy. So like this one. Or 2 of them, I think, right? Jazz or Lakers. Well, the Jazz are probably going to be worse than the Lakers, so I would want their pick. Let's do it. Bobby Childress, welcome to the Pacers. All right. Does that leave me anybody else that can be traded? Lowry can be, can't be. Okay, so can they only not be retraded if they are traded along with somebody? Is that the rule? I could just keep doing this 2-for-1 thing all day, except when it doesn't let me anymore. Hey, 2 real people. Get Tamika Catchings dead and Randy Brewer. That looks awful, awful contracts. Ricky Brown is real, but also with 3 years. Ed Neely, that's not bad, but I don't want to get rid of a second. That doesn't sound like fun. Caldwell Jones. Why? Why is he popping up? I don't need him, but holy moly. Can I have Ed Neely? Can I not trade that? Can I? Oh, nope, I have to take somebody. Wait, how much money is he? 80. So, not the 250 guy. Can I do that? Oh man, didn't even counter it. That's bad. Yeah, the same reason I don't want him, because he's old and has 2 years left and kind of expensive. I guess it makes sense. Alright, seems like the same people. I don't want to trade a pick. What if I just trade... I haven't been trying them alone. Will anybody give me a pick for any one of them? Hey, he's a real guy. 3 years for 65,000. I mean, that's like the minimum. And he's 23. Gives me a little more depth, I guess. C plus potential. Whatever. I'm going to do that. If I don't want him, I can trade him in the offseason. I don't know really why they did that. I guess they just don't think he's worth it for 3 years. Alright, so now I'm up to 10 real people? Wow, look at that. That's like a team. I think that's what number he was. I already tried him, I think, right? 2 trades. Can't trade that guy. Randy Brewer shows up again. See, like this one gives me an 86 second, which I don't... Maybe I do have one. Maybe I already got one back. But I might not. But like, I think the Cavs might be worse than me in 86 than I will be in 88. So, probably going to do that one. I don't really want... I mean, I'd love another real guy, but not for 3 years. There's Caldwell again. Alright, I'm going to do the Cavs one. Do I have an 86? No. So I'd rather have an 86. And I'll get rid of... I already have another 88, so... Oh, it's the Warriors. The Warriors might not be good. Joe Barry Carroll's a free agent. And Ryan Lynch is less money, so... Done. Alright. I can trade Lynch and Lowry still. Or Lowry, sorry. Hey! Look at that. Another pick. Or Ricky Brown, yet again. The Lakers, I don't really want their pick. Alright, Clippers looking good. See? You manipulate with these fake guys. It's good stuff. Let me just make sure Lynch on his own isn't anything. Sixers 87, but that's me trading a pick. Ricky Brown again. '85. That's me trading one, though, too. Alright, seems like that Clippers pick right there. And that took me down another roster spot, too, right? 10, 11, 12. Down to 12. Can't trade him. Can still trade him. Harvey Catchings. If he wasn't 32 or had 3 years, I'd take him, but that's the only reason they're trading him. Is this... Whose pick is that? Let me just see real quick. It's the Jazz. Do I have another one, too? I have the Jazz Clippers. Well, that's the Jazz, too, so... gosh, whoops. Alright. Kings... Spurs... Sonics. I think maybe this is where we end this trading fun. I mean, I guess I could see if him with something gives me anything. Catchings again. I can get an 85 second. That's the Jazz again. A swap. I don't think that's in my favor. I never can remember how to read it on this screen. 86 for the Spurs. Sonics. Blazers. Let me just check this one real quick. It is in my favor. Well, that seems like a done deal then. Mamadi Randall. Welcome to the Pacers. So we're gaining the second round picks. It's not really helping my picks I will actually use, but they might come in handy for future trades, I suppose. Straight up for Randy Brewer or Ricky Brown. Grunfeld. 4 years though, no thank you. Caldwell again. Spurs. Fake. Alright. I think I'm done. Now we need to sign people. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can sign 2 people. Right, yeah. Definitely need to, put in Marquise Johnson. That'd be important. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize he's down too. Is it because of my trades? I'm guessing I just blew up my team chemistry, but not as important right now. Alright, Johnson was playing 34. Holton was playing lots 26. I don't know if he'll continue that or not. Butch I had playing a lot. He's going to take some from low probably. If Seatsing's playing 34, then his backup only needs to play 14. That works. I want to have a 9th man playing though. But I guess it would be Hansen, because Lister's playing both of their minutes. 11 plus 14 is 25. He needs to play max 25, or I take from Stepanovic. Let's do that. 26. Okay. I think Hansen would play. I guess Carter can go down a little. I don't want someone playing 5 minutes. I guess he can play 25. Ceasing could go down, but that means low would go up. Alright, I guess 5 minutes is fine, but now I need to... Am I going to sign anybody to play? I could get a better backup point guard than Lowe. He's not shooting well, and he's a free agent at the end of the year, so let's do that. Somebody that can play some point guard. I need to sign at least 2 people. Well, Charlie Chris is there, but I'd have to pay him what whoever I cut him from was paying him, bucks. Calvin Murphy, I can afford, but I mean, he would pretty much have to start on my team, and he's 35. I don't know if that's a good idea. If I'm trying to win games, I guess it is, but he's not really like a long-term solution, so I feel like I should be building for the future. Winters does not play point guard. Silas does, but he's also really old. Holton is young. Armando is there too. I didn't look at him. This is not as promising as I was hoping. I guess I could just sign Burkowski. I kind of want just because he's 24, and if I can get him on my team, maybe he can be a part of my future. So let's sign him first. That still gives me cap room for somebody else. I can sign him for multiple years. Look at that. Let's give him a team option for 200. Let's do it straight 200. Accepted. Thank you, Frank. All right, so that's my second extra big guy because I have that Hayes guy. I really need a guard. But if I get somebody too good, I mean, I'm fine with Lowe not playing. Whatever. Let's let Calvin, if I can afford him, he can be a backup. 35 years old. Whoops. Whatever. 1 year. That's all. Boom. Alright, where's my chemistry? 73. I don't know what it was before. You'd think all these trades would be making terrible things happen, but... Alright, are those people the right number? Murphy, 23. He's my second best player. Holy moly. Is Frank's number correct? 34. He was 34 and 43 in his career. I'm going to leave him 34, I think. I have 12 real people now. That's good stuff. I also have my new... my two top best players, and I didn't trade any of my top three. The only player I traded that was worth anything was George Johnson, and he was a 77. So this team is definitely improved. Now I just have to figure out what this is going to look like. So he's definitely not playing as much anymore. 31 maybe. I'll just get the positions to match up first. Whoops. Get the fake people down here out of the way. Murphy, Bukowski. Hansen's not going to be playing. I don't think Lowe's playing. I guess Bukowski's probably not making the rotation unless somebody else is playing less. Stepanovic probably doesn't need to play that much. 30. I'm going to match up the positions. If Lister's the backup, that's 30 and 18. If Herb's playing 37, give him 11. If Kellogg's playing 38, I'm probably going 9-man, so 12 or 10 plus 14 for Johnson, and then 17 for Murphy. But Murphy's better than Carter, so let's let him go up. Lister should have... I sure hope so. I hope the Knicks got worse. I would love to get somebody like John Stockton. I mean, I'm kind of just gonna admit that I probably won't get Jordan, Olajuwon, or Barkley, but John Stockton would be great to have on this team. All right, that looks decent. Lister's not playing nearly as much as he was before, and I'd hate to stunt his progression, but I also want to see how a 23-year-old second overall pick could go up. Herb's still young. He could lose a minute. Let's go there. That way Lister's second. I want Special K to be playing lots, especially since he fouls out so much. I guess I want him playing a lot in the games he does play. All right. Now I'm actually going to take a picture of this because I have to go do the wonderful rainbow screen because it's not a real rotation until you've done the rainbow screen. So let's get this done. hope everybody else has as much fun with the screen as I do. Alright, I'm just going to start from scratch here. 31 minutes is what he had. Murphy's going to be point guard anywhere Seasting's not in. No, let's let him play the start of the second. Oh, something like that. He should be one of the first guys off the bench since he's, I guess, technically my sixth man. He probably should even end the game, but let's do that. You never do the rainbow screen. Yeah. I've seen the minutes are off. Like, I don't know if you looked at what this showed when I got into it. It doesn't actually start with what you had them on the previous screen. So I don't think it's very good. If you don't do this, I don't think they do what you're supposed to, or what they're supposed to. Can't talk while I'm doing the rainbow screen here. He was supposed to be at 21, so that means Seasting is playing 4 minutes at shooting guard. Or no. Yeah, he needs 2 more. So let's just do there and here. We'll see how that works out. Alright, so Butch Carter and Marcus Johnson are doing all the rest that are shooting guard. I don't know if that's the next position I want to do, but I guess I will. He's playing 34. He's going to play to there. This needs to be Butch Carter. How many is Butch playing? 20? Okay. Let's see how this goes. So if he plays 10 in the first half, so that means Johnson's all of these. He's supposed to be at 34, so that looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with my ability so far. He's supposed to be at 20. Well, that's only 4, so that sucks. But he can't take 6 there. Where else? I guess he could play small forward with Seasting. Something like that. It's a weird 2-minute thing with... What if we do that? Well, now Johnson has 1 extra minute. Maybe take away this one. How many? Good question. It kind of depends on how quickly I can pump out draft classes. Well, now that more people have created some, it's easy to at least have something to start from. I have the 84 class and 85 class done, and then with my brother, we got the 92, 3, 4, and 5 classes done. So as long as I can bridge them in between, I'll go at least to 95. I mean, you can't stop there, though, because 96 you have to do. So we'll see, I guess. I mean, if at all possible, I'll go as far as I possibly can and see how many championships I can win and how many stars I can add to the team. Alright, Kellogg is playing, I guess, small forward. Oh no, he's playing small forward anywhere there's not a small forward. Is that right? Uh-oh. Did something wrong. I don't have another. Carter would play small forward, but he's playing all the shooting guard minutes. Let's just see. Whoops. Because if he plays all of these, I know this isn't how it's going to happen, but I seem to be off on my minutes. What did I do wrong? Ceasing 31, Johnson 34, Murphy 21, and Carter 20. Rutrow. Burkowski and Lister added up to 30 because Stepanovic and Williams added up to 30. Maybe it'll help if I do those two first. Oh, Carter's missing a minute. When did I do that? Oh, because he had this one. So pretty much what it means is Kellogg can never play power forward. So even though before that trade I was going to do, Kellogg was going to move to power forward, now he doesn't play it at all because I have other guys playing. So 38 minutes is correct, but there's no way this is what it's going to look like because he needs more than a 1 minute rest. So let's start playing with this. That's not going to work. How can he have that one? And then, so now Carter needs to take one from Johnson. It could be that one. And Kellogg needs to take one from Johnson. Probably in the second half. I mean, he should play more than this. So now I still need Carter to take one. Could also be over here. That wouldn't be terrible. Let's do that. Yeah, 1 minute rest. Not the greatest. I mean, I guess for Kellogg, he's getting 2 to 3 minutes, but he's also getting some of it over a quarter, end of quarter. So if I do one here, he'll get a longer rest, but then I have to put him back in somewhere. All right, let's just go with that, and then we'll hopefully have a fine time doing this. So Herb's playing a lot. He's playing 36. So let's get him at least to there. And then, oh gosh, I don't think Burkowski would play center over Lister. I need to probably switch their positions. I think Burkowski's like 6'9", and Lister's closer to 7 foot, so I'm going to do that. I think Herb would play center. All right, and then Stepanovic is actually going to start the quarter. And then Burkowski I had at 10 minutes. Let's just let him like finish. And then Herb plays a lot. We need someone here though. That's got to be Lister, who I have at 20. Could do 8. Hey, Lister. How have I never noticed that before? That's crazy. Okay, so Banner is supposed to be at 30, so let's get him to about 15. But now Lister and Herb need more. That's not going to work. I think Stepanovic has to play them here. And Lister, You can't play 1 minute. No, thank you. Alright, what's Herb supposed to be at? Surely not that much. Who is missing a minute? Alright, Herb's supposed to be at 36, so 17 in the first is almost half. But Stabanovic should have one more. Something like that. Please click X, thank you. Lister has one extra. That's a long stretch. Stepanovic's playing the same in the second as he did in the first, so that I don't like that. Let's do something different. Let's give Burkowski his there. And then can Herb take one? Yes. And then Stepanovic. Okay, that's probably good enough. Herb's playing a long stretch in the second. Same sort of thing here. Maybe I have... Oh wait, except I haven't been consistent here. Herb is center. Lister is power forward. Oh, I can't believe you don't do the rainbow screen. This is just so much fun. Haha. Center, power forward. Don't let him play any longer than that. Stepanovic starts the quarter and ends the quarter like that. What if I do... That's almost all he needs. So Lister's supposed to give one to Herb. Can we do that? Like... Whoops. And then... like that. Alright, 31, 34, 38, 36, 30. Alright, let's save this sucker. Save. Oh, I have so many rotations. It is 83 ND. That's the other nice thing about not having injuries on. Which I guess for my team wouldn't be so terrible now that I have some depth of real people, but doing that rainbow screen every time there's an injury is a little painful. Alright, what do you say we get to the end of this season now? We've done the trades, we made some signings. Both of the guys I signed are playing. Let's see. I'd be interested to see if in one day if the computer now does any trades. Would you like simulate? No, I already did that. Well, I lost my first game with my new team. Also, my chemistry is 100%. Wasn't it just 73%? Huh. After a loss and a win, I'm now 100%. Well, Larry Bird, I barely lost to the Celtics, too. I lost it in the fourth quarter. I was up by 11 going into the fourth, and then lost by 14, so lost by 3. They just signed James Silas, so they are doing signings, which I guess if teams were below the limit, then they would. Calvin Murphy's first game as a Pacer, 18 points, 8 of 14 shooting. That's beautiful. Alton Lister didn't miss a shot. Kellogg struggled. Johnson was, like, awful. Why are you only shooting 9 times? Stepanovic was bad. Carter was bad. All right, we're hoping this Mavericks win by 28. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should read the... Well, there's no social media because they were in 1983, but I guess nobody will know what they were doing. That's much better. Marquise Johnson, 26 points. Calvin Murphy, 25 points. Seems like, I mean, Kellogg was already not scoring as much as I thought he would, but maybe it'll go down even further with these guys. I guess I could take their shot tendency down, but we'll see how they do. I like a 28-point win. Everybody did pretty well. Blackman and Aguirre did amazing. All right, just real quick, I want to see what transactions happened. 1 minute, 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 1 All right, these were my trades. The Knicks signed Dave Cowens. The Nuggets signed Larry Kennan. The Rockets fired their coach, and they hired the cheater guy, Michael Stauffer. His stats are maxed out. I don't know why they did that. They made a fake coach have everything amazing. So maybe the Rockets will be good now. Then they signed Brian Winters. Celtics got Silas. They re-signed. The Hawks signed Spencer Haywood. So we got some retired players deciding they're not retired anymore. That's what's happening. All right, going into the All-Star break. Hey, we split them again. It's okay to lose to the really bad or the really good teams like the Pistons, as long as we win some against the other teams. Special K, 15 points. I don't know what is happening to him. He was shooting 65% or something crazy when I got him, right? 63. And now he's had 2 bad games out of 3. His other one was amazing, but hopefully he gets some consistency. The Nuggets are supposed to be better than us, but we beat him. There we go. 30 points, 15 of 20. So maybe he just goes back and forth. I don't know. Calvin Murphy, another good one. I mean, for signing a free agent midway through the season, 17 points and 5 assists through 4 games. That's beautiful. Now, whether he should start over Jerry Seasting, I guess, is a good question. Or maybe he should at least take another minute or two. Maybe after the All-Star break, I should look into that. Let's see who the All-Stars are. Here we go. All right. No surprises really here. Otis Birdsong, World Be Free. Dr. J is not starting because Bernard King got it. Which he's averaging still 30 points probably. Yep. Parrish, Rulin. Hey! Well, through some maneuvering, I have an all-star. There's no way I would have had one beforehand. The Indiana Pacers will be represented wherever the all-star game is. The Celtics have 3, and it's not McHale, it's Dennis Johnson. I'm not sure 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists is all-star worthy, but I'm guessing it's because their record's so good. The West, got Walter Davis, Kareem, Iceman's off the bench, rookie Ralph Sampson made it, Sonics have a few backups. The dunk contest, that is beautiful. Dominique, Larry Nance, I don't know if Griffith was ever in it. Clyde the Glide, good stuff. 3-point contest, Cooper, I'm not sure he was ever really known for threes. Larry Bird sure was. Darrell Griffith, I believe, shot the most in the entire league in real life in this year. Henderson was close behind him, I think. Dale Ellis, Kevin Greeley, I don't remember him being, 47%, but I don't know how many they're shooting. He's 9 of 19. You gotta put it in perspective on how many these guys are shooting. All right. The rookies and sophomores are not split up in rookies and sophomores. They're just kind of intermingled for whatever reason. So I got 2. I got my rookie and my sophomore sitting here. He's shooting 52%. That's good stuff. Spanovich 44. Clyde's there. All right. One thing I haven't looked at is to see the actual All-Star jerseys. Is there any way to watch the dunk contest or anything like that? I think you have to play it. Maybe not. Maybe I want to watch it. That might be fun. And maybe I'll do that. Might be an interesting thing to look forward to each season. All right. Where are my guys? Special K. Were they on the losing team? Pacers are on the losing team. What do you know? They didn't do terrible, though. Kellogg had a lot of stats. 13, 7, 5, 3 steals. Made it 3. Has he shot many this year? He's 3 for 8. You can watch 3-point. Okay. Well, why not? Let's see if Larry Bird. Maybe they put him in his warm-up, you know, like I don't know what year it was, but let's see what happens. Participate. So I can just choose not to be anyone? Hey! Save again. Yeah. Let's make sure nothing errors out here. Let's see here. Computers across the board. Alright. I don't know the last 2K I actually did one of these.
All-star action is on the menu tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Craig Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And this place
Mountain Dew three-point contest.
It's time for the three-point competition.
They're in their real jerseys. Almost everybody's in a green jersey. Michael Cooper standing out with his bright green ball. So they didn't exactly make that era-friendly.
Who's coming in second?
This has been the same motion for like at least 5 years, I think, as they get ready for the three-point contest.
The competitors have 70
Michael
seconds
Cooper's
to work
averaging
through
7 assists a game.
Those are worth 3 points apiece. Money balls are worth 2 points apiece.
I almost want to turn the air effects off, but I'll leave it for effect. Is Michael Cooper going to make a three? Yes, yeah, Kellogg, and then Mike Fratello as well. Mike Fratello's coaching and announcing.
No good with his fourth in a row.
Oh, we've got the like 4-point ball or whatever that is. He's made 2 shots. Why is he in this contest?
He can't get it going.
Hey, he made one.
That's 7.
Who are these guys down here rebounding? Navarro.
Get the pace, young fella.
2 racks to go. That's 4 misses in a row.
It's not looking good for Michael Cooper.
He better get it together.
Yeah, he's struggling right now.
That's 7 consecutive misses now. He needs an adjustment. Here's 8.
I'm trying to think of who else should have been in this.
Well, I didn't
just weren't that many people known for three-pointers.
What about you guys? And so here's Bird now.
This is the main guy right here.
Remarkable three-point shooter throughout
All
his
right,
career.
well, I think he's going to beat Michael Cooper.
How much pressure
at least.
do you think these guys feel in an event like this?
Oh, no.
Well, it's
Oh,
not
no.
like it's the finals. This
Hey.
is all for fun.
Hey.
You want to just come in here and stay loose and let it
I wish
rip.
it showed Cooper's score
they're
somewhere
fired
so we could compare. Did he just airball that?
Now has
Holy moly.
UGLY.
Come on, Larry.
He just can't get anything.
Shoot that Mountain Dew ball. I think that went in. Yeah.
9 points for him
Yes,
right now.
this mode is amazing. Like, when I read about this mode coming to this 2K23, I got so excited. Oh, wow, another airball. Because this is what I did on previous games. I didn't do much. I didn't do it on 2K22. 21, I started in the 92 season. So I'm a Shaq fan and started with rookie Shaq and made the real rosters. And it was just so much harder because you had to create all the courts and jerseys and download the logos and fix all the rosters. It was crazy. And not to mention create all the players that a lot of them they added to the game this year, thankfully.
And as you work your way through the ranks,
this is awesome. I know some people were angry about so much attention on this, but when was the last time there was any real update to
on their
to my
second attempt?
NBA?
There's been studies about that. So a little short on that last one. Get it over the rim, son.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was talking to my brother about, like, why can they not have historic teams on Madden? Like, Madden doesn't... I feel like Madden hasn't really gotten better in many, many years. Yeah, you can only play with the historic players, like the legends,
and that makes it 12.
Madden Ultimate Team.
He might run out of
It's
time.
like, I don't want to play Madden Ultimate Team. I want to play with like actual other teams. I guess it'd be harder. There's a lot more players in the NFL too, so it'd be harder to get their rights, I imagine. But even just having them available and like a roster, just all the legends or something.
To go here. And that puts him in first place.
Griffith passed Bird.
He wraps up
I
the
don't think
round
he
with
got
a
that
score
off.
of
Can we see
18.
the standings,
Looked like
please?
he was having fun out there, and his score reflects it. And so here's Henderson now.
I assume there's 2 rounds. Is it just the top 2 guys that go in the finals?
The rim starts to close
I don't know.
up. Yeah,
I don't know what the new rules are.
And sometimes taking just a hair off of your speed
But the
or
fact
tempo,
that they have 70
I can
seconds
help
and
you.
they're
Just
shooting
lock back in. Don't dwell on
4-point
the miss.
balls from
Keep
the
that confidence.
wings. A little silly.
Yikes. 7 more to keep shooting.
3. There's 4.
I can't tell
That's his
what
4th straight bucket.
court are we on.
There's 3 more to stay alive.
I don't know if this is supposed to be the 1983 All-Star court.
There's 8. Can't sink the money ball there.
Or I guess 84 at this point.
That makes it 1 of 2 from deep.
Hey! Gerald is missing him.
That's 13.
There we go.
Misses on the money ball.
He could pass him. If he makes him all. Oh, he's not making him all.
He's at 14.
I think he's at least ahead of Cooper.
He got 14 points in that round.
Yep.
He turned in a pretty good round
Exactly.
right there, don't you
They
think?
don't make money
And
off of
anytime
franchise,
it looked
so
like he was
what's the
starting
point?
to get into a good rhythm, he would just as quickly fall out of it.
And so we'll see Dale Ellis.
And he's in his rookie season.
All right,
making
Dale has a
his
chance
shutout
here.
debut.
Well, the
Be a
KO comes
contender.
at
So is
13,
everybody's
14 will
money
keep him
rack
alive.
this corner?
That score
Is that
can't
how it's
have him
been?
too worried. I'm guessing he'll top that without much of a problem.
He needs
Well,
6
he
more
just
points.
had by far the best start of anyone.
He is on fire.
Oh boy.
5 more points to stay in it. Five more points to
Well,
stay in
not
it.
so good from the wing.
And that makes it 12.
Hey! Okay, so was that one with 4 or
He
3?
needs 2 more to stay within reach.
I guess the money balls are 2 and the greens 3.
He's moving up. That gets him into a tie for third.
Tied for second. 2 racks remaining.
Yep. Same with my brother now. I mean, we like playing sometimes, but we really like doing like the management of a team and seeing if you can, you have the intelligence, the ability to
Just 1 rack to go.
beat the computer
With 17 points.
with roster
I'd say
moves
he
and
handled that
everything.
round
So is
pretty
he
well, guys.
second?
Well, he's not a boxer.
Oh my
'cause he
gosh, I
wasn't
forgot
feeling
about
it from
Greavy.
his
I thought
corner
that was
shot,
the end of the
if you know
first
what I
round.
mean. That really hurt his round.
He's gonna
in a
make
good
like
spot.
he's gonna score like 10. He's a lefty. Look at that.
He needs to move on.
So that means
If he
his
can
money
crack
rack's on the
16,
other side. It
he'll
looks
stay in
like.
contention. Not too high a bar to pass here.
Can we get a rack attack back? He needs it.
And 2.
Wow. Well. All right. So
3 points now.
And that's
Griffith
2 racks
was
in
in
a row
first,
that
is
he
that right?
struggled with.
3 bad
Or
racks.
no,
in a row.
Ellis is
really
first,
tough
I
to
think.
recover now.
No good with his 4th in a row.
yeah, the bright green ball's
He's
kind
getting
of
cold. 5
hurting the
consecutive misses.
reality factor.
Got to get all the shots off.
I mean, even the Mountain Dew logo is hurting the reality factor, I guess. I don't know. Was Mountain Dew invented back in 1983? Did it exist yet?
That's 4 misses in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row.
I'm
now.
gonna guess not.
Can't cash in on the money ball. And so that'll do it for him. He's out.
Yeah, just
He's
got
out.
too
He
far
has 6.
behind.
I guessed 10, and he got 6.
He'll walk away
Why
with
is he
just
here?
6 points in that round. Boy, I bet he
All
wants
right,
a
can we
2
see
over
some
on that
standings,
performance.
please?
And sadly, he had no luck
No?
from the deep zones, missing both of those.
This seems like a
challenging
time where
shots.
they'd be showing us
Griffith has
standings.
got
Why
one
are
of
they
the
just
best
showing us the
scores in round
backboard?
1, a serious contender.
And
What-
let's hope for
why
a
can
better
we not
finals
see-
round, because that qualifying was anything.
It says final
but
round,
exciting.
but I don't know if there's
Well,
2
when
or
the
3
skates
people
get
in
this
this.
high and the
Hoping only
spotlight
2.
now is a little bit brighter and a little bit warmer. Some guys could struggle with that initially.
And here we go with Larry
Did Bird? So Bird
He's
moved
got to
his
improve
money
on his score
rack
from
this
the last
time.
round if he wants to have a shot to win it. That's 6. Can't get the money ball to fall.
Oh, Come on, Larry.
Rough.
Oh, he's breaking him.
At 7. Misses on the
I
money
think he's
ball.
jumping too much for what he actually did in this competition. If I remember watching the highlights,
Misses
well, that's
for
a
the
little
fourth
better.
straight time. Off the mark with 5
He's
in a row.
not doing as well here in
There's 9.
the finals.
Can't sink the money ball
Needs to
there.
make a lot of these.
11 points total. That's
Hey,
13.
hey.
15.
Also, the
And he's
fact
got
that some
15
people haven't even
points when the
finished, and
round
Larry
ends.
Bird just finished with
I'd say
10
a
seconds
solid showing
left.
from him. And so
I don't
we'll
know
see
if that's
Dale
like
Ellis.
some sort
In his
of
career, he's been an
tied to
outstanding
like
distance
a
shooter.
basketball
And in this
IQ
contest,
factor,
you've got to find your groove
just
right away.
their
You
shot
can't
form.
spend your first couple racks figuring things out.
Well, one thing that's cool is when you watch a guy shoot.
well, I'm really
you see him
disappointed
make
that there aren't
the shots
standings.
over and
I
over
guess maybe
the
if
same
I
way.
pause and nope,
He's
quit
locked
is
in.
the only option. All right.
He's got 3.
Oh, you got the facts. 1940. Wow.
Gets the money ball.
Well, it definitely didn't have that logo. I know that
He's
much.
got to speed up. Clock's ticking.
Nor was likely the sponsor of the three-point shootout. There probably wasn't even a sponsor of the three-point shootout back then.
8 more
It was
points to
just
tie it
the
up. Gotta
NBA
get
three-point
hot.
shootout.
That makes it 1 of 2 from deep.
What did Bird end up with? See, like, Bird was finished. There are 10 seconds left. Bird was already
11.
done. But Ellis jumps forward so much he has to scoot back.
Well, he's
Can
going
he
to
get
tie it
it
with 4
off?
more points.
Finishes with 11.
11.
Well, not his finest showing. I
Okay,
think
do we have a
can all
third
agree
person,
he
or
could
is
have
that
done a
it?
lot better.
He just couldn't find any kind of groove.
Oh my gosh,
Nothing
Griffith's
was
going
working
too.
for him.
Think about
Well,
it.
these
You
are
put
probably
all
the three I
sweats and
would
the
have
shoes and the
guessed
things
or
on, and
hoped
then
to
you
be
go
in the
into a slump
finals.
for a 2-minute period. Not fun.
So that's
Here we
good.
go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious?
And I
in the
have Kevin
finals?
Harlan turned
And
down
the
quite a
addition
bit,
of
so
the 2 long balls
I'm
in
trying
this
to
event,
listen to see when he
reflecting
says he
how
passes
today's
somebody.
players
He's
are
off
just
to a good
stretching
start.
the floor.
Well, that deep free ball in the NBA game has become such a weapon for some of the premier
Dale had
players.
like
and
10
more
or
people
something.
feel like
Not
they got to
very
shoot
good.
it, so it makes tons of sense to incorporate it into this competition.
Hey! Making
7
the
more
bright
to
green
tie.
ball.
Dig deep.
9 points for him right
Here
now.
we go. Griffith's field.
6 points more to tie it up. Drains the
That
money
one's
ball.
in. Oh. Alright, looks like he's going to
2
finish the
more to tie it
racks.
up. 15.
This is his money rack, so I don't know if on the game it's random. It's based on their
They'd
hot
only get one
zones,
shot to
maybe.
fall off the rack. Misses for the 4th straight time. Gets it to go, and that'll do it.
That's your winning bucket.
I
And how
believe he
about a
just
few
won.
more just for the show?
So he ends up at 17. Well, a very respectable
I don't
performance from him
think
there,
they're
guys.
definitely not real people,
And out
but
of many,
as to
one
if
winner.
maybe they're
What a
like
great
rookies,
We saw more
one
than
of their
a few,
jerseys said
but only
Navarro.
one trophy.
He's definitely not real, but I
Hoisted
wonder
on.
if he went through
So
the
with
roster.
that,
Maybe
we
there
say
is a
Thanks for
Navarro.
being with us for this 3-point
All right, good
competition.
job, Daryl.
And the field
You're like the
always
only
tough
player in the
this
league
event.
that shoots
It's the
over
best
3 per
of the
game.
best.
You deserve to
Collective
win.
skill in this one is just flat out awesome.
It's not
That's
really
why
possible
winning
to
it
get
all
him to shoot
would be
3
not
per
only a
game
huge honor,
on the
but some
game.
bragging rights for the rest
In real
of the
life, he
season.
did.
And we saw some tremendous
All right,
shooting.
on to the slam dunk
point
contest.
Always worth watching. And we thank you for being with us. So now, for Greg Anthony, Brent...
All right. I don't know if they're going to show him with the trophy or not, but participate in dunk contest. This is going to be interesting. I have not watched one of these in a very long time. Yeah. I mean, how do you vote against Dominique, though? I gotta go with Dominique. I don't know how many rounds they get. 3, maybe. I forgot. Yeah, Griffith's in both. I didn't really realize that earlier. Could be the only guy to win both in one night. All right, Dominique, show us some windmills. Well, that's not very good. that's like a 35. I don't know why he's holding it in his left hand as he dunks with his right hand, but Dominique had a lot more to show us. 27. I'm pretty sure in real life, isn't 30 the lowest? I think the judges aren't allowed to give them lower than a 6. I don't even know how it is now. Like, for some of them, it was like they did it Guitar Hero style, where you had to, like, hit the buttons as they came across the screen. I don't know what it is now. That is a much better dunk than what Dominique did. It also looks like something Larry Nance would really do, which is cool. That's a 40. Give it a 40. 42. All right. All right. Griffith, his arms might be tired from shooting so many threes earlier. Oh, really? Yeah, maybe. Nothing too special, but still better than Dominique's. 35. In 83, that was probably pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Seriously, in real life, people get higher scores for missing.
The next participant, Clyde Drexler.
Clyde, what's he gonna do? Why are they all starting from, like, not even behind the three-point line? Oh, here we go. They also don't dribble. That wasn't all that much different than Dominique's. He kind of pulled it behind his back and did it. Oh, I didn't see him put it behind his back. That's like a 45. Well, in 83, it's probably a 50. Oh. He didn't make it look as cool as Nance's, I guess. Alright. How many rounds do we get? Is it 3? Do we get standings? No. His first dunk was like a 28 or something terrible. Oh, 20. Hey, look, we get to... That was a little more Dominique-like, but looked more like a Michael Jordan dunk, I think. Yeah, that was more of a Jordan. We need windmills. Are you serious? They have... You're right! The old mountain right next to Puma. Chips Ahoy, State Farm. Okay, 33. That's... Dominique's gonna, like, be last. Alright, Nance. What you got? Give me a 360 or something. Kind of... Was it a windmill? Yep. Nothing too special. Playing it a little safe with his lead. I'll give it a 34. Close. Maybe I'll learn how this rating system works over time. Alright, Griffith. You gotta do something better. Oh no, that's like the same score. Alright, yeah, probably about 29 again. I don't know that I like that even as much as his first dunk. What? Why? Because he looked at his hand afterward? The theatrics? Is that why?
Give it up for your next contestant.
Alright, Clyde. You're in the running here. Okay, well that's better than Griffith's. So I'll give it another 40 maybe? weird how companies split like that. I don't remember the story between like Hardee's and Carl's Jr. and why they're called different things, but it's kind of like, oh no, why is it? What happened? I'm pressing circle and start, and nothing's happening. It's like telling me I have to quit. This is interesting. I guess we're not allowed to see the rest of the dunk contest. We can only see the first 2 rounds. Unless that was it? Maybe they just showed him because he won? Is that it? Maybe. Let's quit and see. Is Hesler in it? Okay, so there's just not like a big celebration like I thought there would be. Okie doke. Alright, well, I'm not gonna like play, but I just want to see the jerseys. I sure hope they're not those jerseys. Let's go find out. My understanding was they were supposed to have the authentic jerseys from the years. That doesn't look true.
So the East All-Stars will get the first possession.
Also, they really couldn't put the T on the end of
Outside
East
Thomas.
and West down for the score.
King
I do like the
outside.
old school overlays, though. That's a really
Back
cool
to
touch.
Thomas.
All right, well, this
Pocket
is
six.
stupid with
Kicks to
these
Malone.
jerseys.
The 11-footer.
Are these last year's All-Star jerseys?
Slams it home.
Whoops. If you try, oh, maybe. Let's quit. Play, pick, uniforms. Nope, can't change anything. I can change these. Huh, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe it's only for certain seasons. Alright, the West won, so my All-Star is on the losing side. I'm gonna say the MVP, probably Magic Johnson with his 17 assists. Seeing how nobody else really pulled away in points, everybody scored. I'm going with Magic Johnson MVP. Larry Bird almost triple-double. Yeah, I think when I read that, like, I know when Kobe was first an All-Star, they wore their own jerseys, and I always liked that when you had like all the different colors and teams represented on the court. But I'm pretty sure one of the Jordan challenges on here is the 88 All-Star game, and they have the 88 All-Star jerseys that they're wearing, so I guess I just assumed that would have been true for this game too, but it's not. Alright, well, I know it's been a super long broadcast, but I kind of want to just get to the end of the year, and then I'll stop, and then I'll pick up after I get through the staffing changes in the off season. So let's just do another week by week. Try to go a little faster. Hopefully get some wins, not just 1 out of 4. Do a quick look at the stats here. Barely lost to the Sixers. Like that just gives me hope. That gives me hope that maybe I have a chance of being competitive next year. But then I got whooped on by the Celtics. I mean, freaking James Silas, who just got signed, is playing 22 minutes. I guess that means Ainge isn't in the rotation anymore. That's sad. That's really sad. That's what happens when you give the computer control. They do things like that. Calvin Murphy had 27 points. The Bullets are barely better than me, and I lost by 2, thanks to the fourth, well, I had the lead going into the fourth yet again. Jeff Malone, 26 points. Is that Craig Hodges? No. Courtney Hodges. He's not real. 1 for 7. Kellogg fouled out again. Johnson with 32 I will gladly take whenever he'd like to give it. Past a month, I want to see what other transactions happened here. A fake guy was signed, Michael Holton to the Nets. Whoops. I wanted to see Player of the Month. See the weeks here. Joe Barry Carroll, Moses and Dantley, Watley and Sampson. Keep on. I beat the Lakers, Sonics, and Cavs. Look at that. 3 wins. The other thing about winning is it makes less of a chance that the Blazers have the first pick, and I really just don't want to see Michael Jordan on the same team as Drexler. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to see how it works out, but my fear is that because they're the same position, they won't start one of them, because 2K is cool like that. I guess I could go in and change one of their positions to small forward, but yeah, that's probably what I would do, honestly. Bob McAdoo, 25. So wait, they were 31 and 19, and I beat them by 1. It was a super close game throughout, it looks like. What was the biggest lead? 7 and 10. So did bounce back and forth. Then I just whooped on the Sonics, who were 500. Johnson with 23 points. Seasting. So is he still... He's still doing decent. Murphy, he's happy with being off the bench. Is Herb happy yet? Nope, he's still aggro. I don't know about what, but he's aggro, whatever that means. Oh, whoops. Sonics have Chambers and Thompson. Beat the Cavs, who are not super good. I'm really liking this pickup here. I got a star player on the Pacers. Just hoping to draft somebody to go with him. Give me a John Stockton that can give him the ball. Be wonderful. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be hard to stop tonight, but I have to at some point. 2 and 3. I mean, that's still an improvement on my record. Lost to the Spurs. Johnson scoring a lot. Is Kellogg's still getting 19 a game, so it really hasn't hurt him as much as I thought it would have. Has it hurt Herb? Maybe. Is he averaging less? Not really that much less. It's also because he's shooting worse. Okay. The Iceman still shooting 64%. I beat the Bucks, who are pretty good, but probably not as good anymore because I took their second best player. I'm guessing, is Bridgman starting now? Looks like it. Huh. Well, I might have made the Bucks' chances a lot different. So the Knicks are 26 and 27. I don't want them to make the playoffs. I want to at least have a lottery pick. It doesn't help that they signed 82 overall Dave Cowens. Shoot. He's 36 and they're also playing a fake guy. Can that matter, please? Can that make them lose? Oh, gosh. Looks like I have the Cavs number. Kellogg with 33 points. Every once in a while he breaks out for a big one. I'm really liking Calvin Murphy on my team, too. The Jazz are good, so I'm glad I don't think I traded for their pick. I had the chance to. Dantley with 30. Alright, at some point, Wait, does that mean I'm on national TV? That little TV symbol in the corner? The Bulls? Yeah, you put me on TV. Well, 1 and 3 is not good, but 2 of those teams are pretty good. The Bulls are worse than me, so that does give a chance. If they're going to be the worst team, best chance at the first pick. Winning with the national audience, good stuff. And Clark Kellogg showed up. Stepanovic, has he scored 20 in this season? Is that the first time? I guess he scored 25 at some point. That says English scored 49. Lambeer had 24 rebounds at some point. Magic Johnson got 27 assists in a game. Barry Carroll got 9 blocks. Okay then. Why is he mad? I feel displeased. Why though? Playing for winners somewhat important. You're loyal. Whatever. Maybe he'll get traded. We don't know. Lost by 20. The Nets are okay. I like some of the core of this team. The Pistons almost have like the reverse record of me. 10 assists for C-Sting. I've never understood why it's pronounced C-Sting. I don't know where he's from, but looks like Sichting or Sichting, but I believe it was pronounced C-Sting. Alright, Blazers are good. Doesn't look like... Well, never mind. They're top picks because of me, not their own. Alright, let's go up to the re-signing date. I beat the Bullets by 1. That's something I couldn't do earlier in the month. Nice. Kellogg, it seems like pretty often he plays 41 minutes or 40 instead of the 38 I have him. I mean, I guess that's fine, making up for all the times he fouls out. Is Lister? I haven't really looked at Lister. 59%. Wow. Is he happy at least? Nope, he's not. Says he's content, but has a frowny face. Usually doesn't mean content. Alright, do I have anybody to re-sign? Contract extensions. William Warren would like to test free agency. Well, you go ahead and do that. Also, you shouldn't be number 7. We've got to change that. You're not allowed to be number 7. You can be 98. Congratulations. Alright, get through here. Would you like to stop? No. Alright, I had a winning week. I'll take a winning week. Sonics look, I mean, they're not a winning team, but better than me, it appears. I had 7 guys in double figures. That's cool. But lost. Then I beat the Blazers. Good stuff. See Drexler, yep, 59%. That rookie Drexler can't miss a shot. They have a full roster now after getting Eddie Jordan on the team. These are all real people. That's fun. Alright, who won Player of the Month this time? Bird and Magic. Sounds good. I guess Stepanovic is never going to win a Rookie of the Month again. He's fallen down the totem pole for the pecking order now that I got some new people on the team. Magic, Bird, Isaiah, Moses, and Walter Davis, MVP runners. Stepanovic is not in Rookie of the Year anymore. Darrell Walker is. Sixth man, John Drew. Bill Walton and defensive player. I think he's someone I had to make shoot better. It was 40 or below, I think, before, so looks like I helped him a little bit. Most improved. Dominique is down here. All right. What's this looking like? I don't see the Pacers. That's not good. So the Bulls, is it Jordan across the board? Yep. Blazers, Mavericks, Rockets are fourth. Sixers. Mavericks have the Cavs and their own. So they're going to have two new pieces to the team. The same with the Sixers. Where the heck is my pick? 13th. No. No. That's not good. Not good enough, anyway. All right. Let's see. I'm 19 and 41. So I'm 4.5 games out of the playoffs. That's weird to say. I guess for now I want to make Marquise Johnson untouchable. I'm going to add... Can you add free agents here? No. I wanted to add Paxson as a... Or no, Paxson's not a free agent. What am I doing? Target. Blazers. Paxson. Alright, I don't know if that does anything. I don't know if it's just there for a reminder, if maybe it'll relay to him that I'd like him on my team. 2-2. Beat the Warriors, who are playing a fake guy, because they traded somebody away earlier. Good stuff. Beat the Clippers by 10. Made their pick a little worse that the Sixers have. Triple-double for Bill Walton. He has two. The first two of his career. Okay. I would have thought if he ever got one, maybe it was with blocks, but I think during simulations, he was averaging 7 or 8 assists per game. So I took that down, and looks like it still wasn't down enough. Although it's not super high compared to like that year. But triple doubles are a little crazy. 30-point game for Johnson. How's Butch doing off the bench? He looks happy. That's good. Does he have a contract? He does, doesn't he? He might be a solid backup for me. He's still young. That might be fine. I just got annihilated by the Suns by 42. That's not good. I played 0 defense in this game. And then the Lakers happened as well. Johnson leads my team most of the time, which is perfect. How's Burkowski doing? He feels fine about things. Well, you keep feeling fine. My starting center played 31 minutes, shot twice, scored 0 points, and got 4 rebounds. That's not very good. 3 losses isn't very good either. The Sixers, I can take that because they're really good. Fortunately, it was only a 1-point loss. The third quarter I let slip away. Moses had 37 points. Ouch. The Kings, that is a beatable team, and I lost by 9. 5 for 14 by Herb is not very good. Mike Woodson. That's probably a season high, I would imagine. No, 29 is, and he scored 48 in a year, or in a game. That's something I didn't know about him. The Nets. Johnson didn't get 20 that game. Hey, Steve Hayes got to play a game. I don't know that he's really played for me. Probably not. Alright, we got 4 weeks left. The Bulls, those are winnable games. The Bucks I made worse. If I can win 3 in a row. Also, I have 3 in a row. Has that happened here? So I guess that happened in 83 as well. Back to back to back was allowed. Definitely wasn't a thing, or isn't a thing now. I beat the Celtics. I did win 3 games, but not the 3 I thought I would. I beat the Celtics by 25. That's usually something where I'd look at it like, oh, I wonder if Bird's hurt. But injuries are off, so no, he's not hurt. I don't know why I won. I mean, Dennis Johnson was 3 for 13. That's part of it. I had almost everybody score double figures except for Frank in his 10 minutes. Lister didn't miss a shot. Okay then, I'll take that. Beat the Bulls, who are way worse than me now, so it doesn't seem likely the Blazers will get it, but I don't remember what the lottery odds are for all the picks. If like the top 3 all have the same chance or anything like that. I don't remember what it says. Should have beat the Bucks, who are much worse, without their star that I stole from them. I won by 31 against the Bulls here. All right. Where am I at now? Like 3-ish games out of the playoffs. If I can make the playoffs, I don't care that I would get swept by the Celtics, although I did just beat them by 25. Maybe I have a chance to win a game. But not if I'm going to lose to the freaking Knicks, who I need to lose. They have a winning record by 4 games now. This is not looking good. Somehow the Knicks are much better. Probably Dave Cowens is what helped them. You would think by cutting 2 real people that would have made them worse, but they replaced them with an 82 overall retired player. And then I won 1 against the Cavs and lost 1 by 1 point. Jeez. Again, had the lead going into the 4th. Herb comes out with 26 points. Nice. Alright. Have there been any more transactions? The Bullets fired their coach, then the Lakers signed Charlie Chris. We've got Moses now in the MVP running. And Bird passed Magic, it looks like. Hey, Spanovich is back. Good job, Steve. If I gave Murphy a couple more minutes, maybe he'd get 6 minutes. No, he's probably not played enough games. Now Joe Barry Carroll. I wonder how much of this has to do with the minutes the computer's now playing these people. Yeah, it looks similar to what they should be. Sal. Alright, player of the week. Magic and Larry. Isaiah in English. Oh, I was hoping Steve might have done it. How are we looking now? Jordan, hopefully to the Bulls. Sixers. So Rockets went from 4th to 5th. Mavericks, this pick moved up. Kings, Bullets, Clippers here. Where's the other Sixers pick? Oh, wow. I guess the Nuggets have been winning. So I'm 13th still. I could get Stansbury, their real pick. Alright, now I am 2 games back, right? No, 1 game back. Wow. And the Cavs are tied. So that loss against the Cavs kinda hurt me. Do I make a push? The Bullets I can beat. The Nets are decent. The Sixers are good. Hawks are not very good. Play them twice. I mean, I feel like I need to... Like, Marquise Johnson should play a little more, probably, in games like this. Small forward, power forward. Let's bump him up to 36. Maybe Murphy plays another minute. Just do a little something different. I guess the other thing I've not really done anything with is this. Balanced. Looks to be the best overall, so. But I've not done anything with this either. That could be interesting to play around with. I haven't looked at where's my rebounding in the league. Tell me whether I need to crash the boards or not. I score very few points, allow quite a few. I don't shoot the most or the least, but my percentage is almost the worst. There's the big threes. 3 per game is the top. The Hawks barely shoot any at all. Am I shooting free throws? I'm not really there. Offensive rebound percentage. All right. Pacers are last, almost. Defensive rebound. Where am I? 280. Oh, I'm actually decent at defensive rebounds. Okay. Assists, nowhere. Just seeing if I'm like first or last in any of these. I don't get that many turnovers. Seems fine. Okay, well, here we go. 2 and 2 is probably not going to make me move up. I did beat the teams I should have beat. This one by 29. 37 points. Give him a couple extra minutes and he pays off. Lost by 28 to the Nets. They're a little better than I thought they were. And this time Johnson fouls out at 28 minutes. And the Sixers whoop on me. Tony's averaging 17 and a half. Oops. Calvin Murphy, what's happening? Johnson fouled out again. So is that why he can't play more minutes? Beat the Hawks. There's some bad records making the playoffs, it seems. Now he's almost getting triple doubles. Alright, where am I at now? Now I'm 2 games back. Let's do one at a time. There's a loss. That might do it for the Pacers' hopes. That might do it. In that case, is that it? I have 3 games left. I can still technically get there, so let's get through this one. Of course I win. I was going to say I could just play the younger guys more, get them some playing time. Maybe it helps with their progression. I don't know. beat the Hawks again, I can still technically get there. A team with like 30, potentially 29 wins is going to make the playoffs. That is craziness. There are 260-win teams, 360-win teams, that's why. Whoops. There are only two, my bad. I was counting the Celtics twice because I switched to League. So they're still battling in the West as well. Alright, let's just keep going all in here. Special K gets another minute. I feel like maybe Herb somewhere. I guess right here. Spanovic's overall isn't very good, so try that. Here we go. I did win by 39. Is there a chance? Well, they're one of the teams I needed to pass. The Cavs are the other one. I had 4 guys with 20 points. Johnson did get a triple-double. His only of the year and the second of his career. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Oh my gosh. If the Cavs lose and I win, it's gonna depend on tiebreaker, which I'm not sure what it is. Is it the conference record? Well, I do play someone in the conference, and I don't know if they do. So then if we're tied, is it division record? Can I win? Can I win? Oh boy. It's against the Bucks. Marquise Johnson. Alright, I feel like Burkowski wouldn't even play in this game, but we'll let him continue. Alright, how can we give more minutes? Small forward, shooting guard. Seasting, okay, 36 and 40. 30, I don't know that I can do much more than that. Here we go. The last chance at a playoff berth. Can we get the 8 seed? I'm going to do Simcast here. All right. It's close. Down by 1 at the end of the first. Just went a long time without any score. Down by 3 at halftime. Not looking good, not looking good. Down by 12. Pacers are going to lose by like 30. Oh, only 18. Oh. Kellogg fouled out. Spanovich was awful. And Rory White, who was one of the guys I traded at the deadline, had 26 points in 19 minutes. I imagine that was a season high. It's a career high as well. I guess he's only played 2 years. So it wasn't Sidney Moncrief or Junior Bridgman. Rory White. All right, MVP Magic Johnson. Rookie of the Year Ralph Sampson. So what did Magic do compared? He scored a lot more, assisted a lot more, blocked more, shot better, made threes. He's amazing. Ralph Sampson, solid rookie year. Kevin McHale had more points, more rebounds than last year, fewer blocks. Joe Barry Carroll, that never happened when I simulated before. Had another rebound, fewer points, but Most improved, that's been him almost every time I've simulated. That is the coach of the Pistons, Emmanuel Barnett, and the GM of the Sixers. A lot of times those are from the same team, but not this time. I don't know what the criteria is. Advance, we got Magic, Isaiah Bird, English, and Moses. Davis, Griffith, Dantley, Aguirre, and Joe Barry Carroll. Moncrief, Ricky Green, Dr. J, Bernard, and Ruland. So Marquise Johnson didn't find his way. I mean, it's really hard. If you look at these forwards, there's no way he was going to make it. Defensive team. Larry Nance is in there. Buck Williams, Rick Mahorn. Rookie team, hopefully Spanovich in the second one. Oh, yeah. Right there with Clyde and Byron Scott. All right, we're going to go round by round here. Bam. Lakers swept the Warriors. Suns upset the Blazers. Spurs beat the Nuggets in Game 5. Jazz barely beat the Sonics. Pistons swept the Bucks. Sixers swept the Hawks. Nets upset the Knicks. And the Celtics swept. So the only upsets were the 4-5. Now the Lakers will probably sweep the Suns. The Celtics will probably sweep the Nets. The Pistons Sixers I've seen go both ways, so let's find out. I imagine the Jazz will beat the Spurs, but let's see. It took 7 games for the Lakers and the Jazz and the Pistons and the Celtics. I'm guessing that's never happened in real life. All 4 semifinals were Game 7s. Wow. All right, I'm guessing a Lakers sweep here then, and then Celtics win in 5. Oh, Lakers took 6, and Celtics did win in 5. All right. I think most times I've simulated it's been a Lakers win. Let's find out. 1 game to the Lakers. Celtics split it. Lakers win Game 3. Lakers win Game 4. Celtics bring it back. Game 6. Oh boy, we've got a Game 7. I'm going to do a simcast, and if it's close, we'll just jump on in. Lakers are jumping ahead. Well, it's still... Oh, it's not looking good for the Celtics. $121 to 104. The Lakers close it out. Super exciting finals, I'm sure. Larry Bird had 17 assists. Only shot 12 times. I think in Game 7 he'd shoot a little more. Magic Johnson had 32 and 12. Kareem had 18 rebounds. The Lakers have won the championship. Your MVP of the finals, Magic Johnson. All right. And that's where I will leave you for Season 1 of the Pacers rebuild. Take a look at the roster here, other than people going down out of anger. Although Kellogg's not down out of anger anymore, so that's good. Team is looking better than it was at the start of the season. My future draft picks are not looking, I can't see those right now, but are not looking super terrible. I still have a chance for some rebuilding. We'll find out. Maybe I have some pieces I can trade. Where is finances? So, Seasting's still under contract. Might be looking to trade him. I don't know. Carter, Hanson, Johnson, I don't think I'll be looking to trade him or Kellogg. They're going to be pieces of the team going forward. Spanovich has a chance to get traded. We will see about that. I think with Lister on the team and Herb, I don't really need all of them. So, we'll see next time. I'll get through the staffing is like the first thing after player and coach retirements. I'll get through that without broadcasting because it's boring. And then once we get to the lottery and draft and signing, then probably go live for that stuff. So, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you liked it. I know this was super long. Maybe they won't be as long going forward. I won't do them all in one sitting, maybe, because I don't want to go faster because I want to be able to enjoy it. But yeah, we'll do it in pieces probably going forward. So, all right, thanks for watching. Till next time, Shoe Shack Redemption out.